Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes take on the Washington Capitals. Hurricanes on Sirius 211, XM 219, and Internet 924. Capitals on Internet 950. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 91. 9:30 p.m., Edmonton Oilers take on the Vegas Golden Knights. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 930. Knights on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 949. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Monday, May the 12th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes take on the Washington Capitals. Hurricanes on Sirius 211, XM 219, and Internet 924. Capitals on Internet 950. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 91. 9:30 p.m., Edmonton Oilers take on the Vegas Golden Knights. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 930. Knights on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 949.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. SiriusXM, Channel 89.
New York Rangers legend and Hockey Hall of Famer Mark Messier joined Scott Laughlin on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91, to share what it was like to play in the 1994 finals with the New York Rangers, as well as ending the 54-year drought for the franchise and how that team represented what a hockey team is all about.
Well, look, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about 1994 as well. You mentioned Mike Keenan. We spoke with him in studio a couple of weeks ago. He still speaks so highly of you and of that run. So take us back to ending the 54-year drought. In Game 7, you get a power play goal. You shovel a puck underneath of Kirk McLean. Stands up as the game winner, as it turns out. So take us back to that hot, steamy night. What was it, June 14th of 1994 at the Garden in New York?
Just, I guess just starting, going to the rink, trying to keep your same routine. Brian Leach and I would always drive together down through Times Square, down Broadway 7th Avenue to take a right-hand turn on 33rd Street, and you could feel things were different, even from the Upper West Side. Just the vibe and the energy of the whole city was just electrified. Getting down towards Madison Square Garden, seeing the crowd already starting to build, the police officers surrounding the Garden. It was a carnival-like atmosphere. Obviously, we knew we were something on the cusp of doing something that hadn't been done in 54 years. The magnitude of it was palpable. I mean, the energy, just everything just seemed to be so electrified. You try to keep yourself in the moment. You try to stay with your routine. Obviously, there's a much more at stake. And then, we found ourselves, much like we did in 87, up 3-1 in the series, losing to fifth game, where it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that New York Rangers were finally going to win a Stanley Cup after 54 years. Only to find ourselves, the party atmosphere got a little bit delayed and then had to go back to Vancouver, which again, we got trounced in Vancouver, just like we did in 87. And now we're coming home for Game 7. And the same thing happened. We felt good about our chances. We felt we were a better team than Vancouver. We felt that we should have wrapped up the series earlier against Vancouver, but that's the greatest thing about sports. You can think all you want, but the reality is they got a heartbeat over there too. They got pride over there too. They're there for a reason because they're a great team. And here we are in Game 7 and happen to go out and execute a great game plan to beat a very hungry, very young, very physical, hard team to play against in Vancouver. And luckily for us, we had a lot of experience. We had a dynamic, incredible amount of talent with Brian Leach and Sergei Zubov. Alex Kovalev, Adam Graves, and Mike Richter in net, and then sprinkled in with some veterans, some hardened veterans with McTavish and Tikkanen and Steve Larmer and Noonan and Mateau and Jeff Bukaboom and Jay Wells and all the amazing players that banded together that year to create maybe not the most skilled team that's ever won a Stanley Cup, but if you look up the word team, they could put the 1994 Ranger team right there, and that year, that team epitomizes what a team is all about.
On the court and off, your home for the NBA is SiriusXM. Follow all the drama as your favorite team vies for it all. SiriusXM NBA Radio. SiriusXM 86.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Monday, May the 12th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes take on the Washington Capitals. Hurricanes on Sirius 211, XM 219, and Internet 924. Capitals on Internet 950. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 91. 9:30 p.m., Edmonton Oilers take on the Vegas Golden Knights. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 930. Knights on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 949. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Monday, May the 12th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes take on the Washington Capitals. Hurricanes on Sirius 211, XM 219, and Internet 924. Capitals on Internet 950. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 91. 9:30 p.m., Edmonton Oilers take on the Vegas Golden Knights. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 930. Knights on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 949. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Monday, May the 12th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes take on the Washington Capitals. Hurricanes on Sirius 211, XM 219, and Internet 924. Capitals on Internet 950. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 91. 9:30 p.m., Edmonton Oilers take on the Vegas Golden Knights. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 930. Knights on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 949.
SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 brings you expert analysis from former players, coaches, and executives, plus reaction to all the latest news on the only 24/7 station dedicated to the National Football League.
Six-time Stanley Cup champion and Hockey Hall of Famer Mark Messier stopped by SiriusXM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin to discuss what Game 7 means to him and what it's like to also lose a Game 7.
Well, when you think about the two greatest words in sports, you think about Game 7 for many reasons. Obviously, to get to a Game 7, both teams obviously very evenly matched from the literal sense, the Game 7. You don't have to be a sport fan to understand that something's big at stake and that you will go watch it even if you don't know the teams, you don't know the players, you know the backdrop, because it's the greatest form of reality TV in the world, because there is going to be a winner and a loser. A lot at stake, obviously. But for me personally, it's a lifetime journey to acquire the skill set that's required to be able to perform when the stakes are the highest, under the most scrutinized pressure, when you're expected to perform. And you think about a Game 7 moment or Game 7, that's when you have to perform. It's a winner or go home situation. And what are the skill sets that are required to do that? Obviously, we've practiced our game and honed our skill set for years and years and years, tens of thousands of hours of honing our skills. But emotionally, mentally, what prepares you to play in those moments and perform when you're expected to? That, I think, is what really defines a Game 7 moment for the players that have excelled in Game 7 moments. And what are those life lessons that we can teach our young boys and girls, and the skill sets required to do that? The breathing, it's being able to slow your heart down, and your blood pressure goes up, and your decision-making is rash, and concentration varies because of all of it. What allows you to kind of really slow down and use your God-given talent, and then obviously the repetitions through your whole life that you know you can do it. You just got to be able to do it when it matters most. It's like hitting a home run, and like Aaron Boone did, or doing something special at the right moments. And I think the educational part of the docuseries is really fascinating to me there, to help our young boys and girls who will be faced with big decisions in their life. And you don't have to be a sport fan to have a Game 7 moment in life. Everybody's faced with decisions that are going to alter the trajectory of their lives in one way or another there. And we're trying to figure out what those skill sets are.
What does it feel like to lose a Game 7?
Fortunately for me, I never experienced what the Oilers did last year of going all the way to the end in a championship game and losing in a Game 7. Anytime you get to a Game 7, it's a hard journey to get there. Two teams, evenly matched. It's been a war. It's been a tug of war. Everybody's hurt. Everybody's tired. And then to lose that is devastating. I think about my own experience in Game 7, winning 7 of them. The 2 still hurt to this day. What could I have done different? You know, you always say that you got to lose in order to understand how to win. I do agree with that. I think there are lessons in loss and in failure, both as a team and as an individual. If I had my preference, I would have liked to have learned those lessons while I was winning. But unfortunately, that's just not the way it is. But I look back at it now and just think about how grateful I am for all the lessons in wins and the losses, because it really ends up defining who you are as a person and as a player.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius
Active Cybersecurity. Visit alt-tech.ca now to learn more.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
I mean, no other choice. I mean, whatever. We lost. It happened. Let's move on. Big one tonight.
Well, short and to the point for Connor McDavid. We will tell you that the Oilers, This Is Oil Country's Playoff 50-50 presented by Rogers is now live. In addition to tonight's jackpot draw, you can win $10,000 cash on a Ford Bronco. The main jackpot is over $4.1 million. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50 for more chances to win. And we go to Legacy Heating and Cooling. Who's hot and who's not? Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments and no interest for a year. The Oilers have a pair of forwards on 7-game point streaks, and they're on the same line tonight. Connor McDavid, last 7 games, has 2 goals, 12 points. And Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is on a 7-game point streak. He's got 3 goals and 9 points during that stretch. Out of Town Scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The Carolina Hurricanes up 2-1 in their series against the Washington Capitals. Lead the Capitals 3-2. There is 6 minutes left in the third period. The Caps are on a power play. So 3-2 Carolina leads. And they would go up 3-1 with a victory in tonight's game. Should mention, last night, Florida tied their series with Toronto at 2-2 after a 2-0 victory. And the Winnipeg Jets got blown out again on the road. They're 0-4 on the road this year, and Connor Hellebuck keeps on giving up about 5 goals per game, which isn't ideal. Dallas winning quite convincingly in game number 3. Game 4 goes tomorrow. Dallas leads the series 2-1. Western Hockey League last night, 6-2 victory for Spokane over Medicinet. That series tied 1-1, but the next 3 games are in Spoke. OHL tonight, Sam O'Reilly and the London Knights are up 5-2 over the Oshawa Generals. That is in the third period. That series is tied 1-1. Stay tuned following the game for the Alberta Blue Cross travel insurance goal of the game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. We bring up, so there you have it. We are looking at 17 minutes to face off, and this is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
In a great spot, and that's our focus tonight, is getting this one at home, and obviously a ton of fun always to play in front of this crowd, so they're going to get us amped up, and we're going to be fired up to get going.
All right, that is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. It is the Edmonton Oilers. It is the Vegas Golden Knights Game 4. The Golden Knights getting a goal, 0.4 seconds left. It's 2-1, Edmonton up in the series. Not sure you can make an argument. I think that Vegas should probably be the team that's up 2-1. Maybe the Oilers were lucky to win Game 2, but they got to turn the tide tonight. We'll start with Rob Brown. Rob, from your perspective, give me a couple things that Edmonton needs to do a lot better tonight here in Game number 4.
Well, they need to generate more through the neutral zone. Connor McDavid talked about it. The Vegas Golden Knights have big, long defensemen that clog up the neutral zone, and the Oilers are getting nothing through the neutral zone. They're not creating any odd man breaks. And one of the things they need to do is they're getting up and they're getting clogged off, and then they're just firing the puck around. Aiden Hill's coming out, he's blocking it, and then he's making a pass to one of his defensemen, and out come the Vegas Golden Knights. There's no forecheck. The Oilers have to be better at finding a spot to dump the puck in. Vegas has got big, tough, talented defensemen, but the one thing you can do to this, dump the puck into a corner, let it die in the corner, force the big defenseman to turn and skate, and then race them. You might not win all the races, but every time you get in there, sometime at the same time, you can hit him, and you can be physical on him, and every time you take away time and space, you force him to make a play before he wants to. In Game number 3, the Vegas Golden Knights, they had all the time in the world to find the right player to pass the puck to out of their own zone, and the Oilers had zero offensive zone time in the last 50 minutes. They have to be much better tonight at that.
Yeah, I would say more puck management in regards to giving up chances off the rush for the Oilers to minimize rush chances from the Vegas Golden Knights.
They fueled it for them in the last. They had 15 turnovers in the first 2 periods against Vegas.
This is exactly what I'm saying. Less of that, and you're going to give yourself a lot better chance. And you're not going to give. And it's a Vegas lineup that it's pretty deep. And if they're given chances off the rush, they have shown over the course of the entire season that they're very good at it. They showed that in Game 3 of this series. I think the Oilers can clean that up. That's going to help a lot. And again, trying to get to the middle within the Vegas zone, which isn't easy, and their 6D are big and strong and good, and I understand the challenges involved there, but still fighting for every inch in front of that net and gaining some opportunity there.
Rob, the Oilers had won 6 straight games. Obviously, they needed to make a change in the goal due to the injury with Calvin Pickard.
Yep.
They lost. Close game, but they lost. Are you surprised that there's not 1 but 2 changes to the Oilers lineup tonight?
I'm surprised by one of the changes, yes. Troy Stecher, before he was injured, he had won the number 6 D-man spot. He had outplayed Emerson down the stretch, and if it wasn't for injury, I believe he would have been the guy starting the playoffs for the Oilers. He had a pretty good year, Troy Stecher, and I think they like his speed, the ability to get back quickly, get the puck out before Vegas gets their forecheck going. Now, obviously, they're going to have to make some adjustments on the PK as Emerson does kill, so they're going to have to, and Troy Stecher doesn't. I'm surprised by Kapanen. I am. I know that Arvidsson may not have had the greatest Game 3, but not many of the Oilers did.
Right.
And we were just applauding the fourth line the 2 previous games. And Arvidsson and Podkolzin were a big part of that fourth line. So, yes, I am surprised that Kapanen is in. I know he gives you speed, but when it comes to offensive upside, I think Arvidsson has that more so than Kapanen. So that to me is a surprise.
I think in Troy Stetcher's situation, and yeah, he's missed some time, but I think when he plays with Darnell Nurse, he makes Darnell Nurse better.
That's the biggest thing for me, and I don't know. Like, we might see Nurse a bit with Bouchard, and then but also with to me, and what it is with Stecher, you guys, is he is authoritative and definitive in everything that he does. Like
it's all out,
right? Like it's assertive and it's to the point. There's no hesitation, and that I think makes it easier for his partner, Rob, because you know exactly what you're getting shift by shift from him.
Well, and he brings excitement. I mean, he makes a nothing play exciting just because of his effort level and everything. I think to me, I have no problem with Stetcher coming in. I think it is a good move for the Edmonton Oilers, and it was probably, Bob, would have happened earlier, but the Oilers won 6 straight, and you don't want to mess with a winning lineup. But as soon as they lost the game, much easier to bring Stetcher in. Not only am I a little surprised about Kapanen, I'm surprised at where Kapanen is playing. Not only is he coming out of the press box, he's going right to the second line playing with Leon Draisaitl.
Well, what's the one thing Kapanen can do?
He can skate. He certainly can skate, but still, this is a guy that was in the press box, wasn't good enough to make your top 12. Now you're playing him with Leon. But the one thing that I will say that we learned last year in the playoffs, every time Chris Knobloch made a personnel change, however odd it seemed at the time, it always worked out into a positive. So this will probably be the night that Kapanen scores his first playoff goal of the season.
Quick out-of-town update. The Carolina Hurricanes have just scored an empty netter. Svechnikov, it's 5-2 Carolina over Washington. So the Capitals are about to fall behind the number 1 team in the NHL in the regular season on the Eastern Conference side, 3-1 to Carolina.
Well, I think, and Mooner, you can chime in on this one as well. To me, I always thought there was a little bit of smoke and mirrors with the Washington Capitals. I'm not sure I truly had the belief that they were a team that was going to represent the East in the Stanley Cup Finals, and Carolina just chokes you. They choke you to death the way they play. Carolina, the games that I've seen have been by far the better team. So to me, this is no surprise that Carolina is going up 3-1, and I believe Carolina will be moving on in this series.
Yeah, Washington had those numbers all season long where they gave up a fair amount of chances, didn't get a ton of shots, but found ways to win games. In the playoffs, it's so much more difficult. You're playing a good team every night.
The shots are 36-21 tonight for Carolina.
Yeah.
Like, they're just better than Washington.
They're playing better than Washington right now.
And it's amazing for you two guys, too, when you look at it. Carolina made the big splash this year. This is the year we're going to do. We've been close every year. It doesn't work out in the playoffs. Let's go out there and get Randon. We're going to make the big splash. Oh, he doesn't want to sign here? Oh, okay. We're going to trade the 6'5", 50-goal scorer for the 5'6", 9-goal scorer, and it's worked out for the Carolina Hurricanes.
Well, you know what? Sometimes when a guy doesn't want to be there, the other guys in the team pick up on it.
Oh, 100%. And they found a guy in Stankoven that wants to be there and has been very good. Actually, I believe Logan Stankoven was made to play for Rod Brindamore in the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, there's no question. And the Hurricanes have got a lot of playoff experience. I'm going to throw another one at you, Rob.
Yep.
Washington's got 2 right-handed catching goaltenders.
I hate that.
Now you're seeing the same goalie every night.
Well, you're right, 100%.
Right.
Because when you don't see a guy that catches the
opposite, there's only 4 in the league. Yeah. It catches you by surprise.
And it doesn't. I hated it. All of a sudden, every time you shoot, you hit the knob of his stick, because that's where I always win. Or if you go in backdoor like Nugent Hopkins does, it's not a blocker shot, it's a glove shot. But when you see the same guy night after night, now you can start to find the spots.
I brought that up with Al May and said, I wonder whether or not it'll be a little bit different for the Guardians. All right, let's go to LaFord. Not the Cleveland Guardians, the goaltender Guardians. Let's go to LaFord. Keys to the game brought to you by Ford. The official partner of the Edmonton Oilers, built Ford proud. What do you got, Rob?
Well, I think one thing to calm this crowd down, I think they need a big save from Stuart Skinner in the first period. I think he's got to find his mojo, and he's certainly got to give this crowd here a chance to cheer for him instead of cheering against him. So I think that's big for Stuart Skinner to have a big save. And for the Oilers, they just put their foot off the pedal last game. They got to continue pushing forward. Vegas is good. Get in on the forecheck. The Oilers did not spend near enough time on the forecheck, and the forecheck starts by dumping the puck into the right places. They didn't do that last game.
Well, as we always do, come playoff time, we are going to take you in-house to Rogers Place right here, right now, as the Edmonton Oilers are about 35 seconds to a minute away from hitting the ice, and we're going to let you hear the roar of the crowd. Rogers Place in Edmonton.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace. Repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across oil country, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make oil country a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Did you hear what happened to Rick while he was building his fence?
Yeah, he hit a natural gas line. They had to evacuate his entire neighborhood at dinner time, too. I bet he didn't make any new friends that day.
It cost him a ton to get the line repaired. I wonder why he didn't get his underground utilities marked.
Don't be that person. If you're digging on your property, request a locate for natural gas lines. It's free and can prevent serious injury or financial loss. And you won't upset the neighbors. Visit clickbeforeyoudig.com. A safety message brought to you by ATCO.
Here at Rogers Place, Edmonton Oilers, Vegas Golden Knights. Game 4 of this second round series. Oilers leading 2-1. As the Oilers and Golden Knights get set here, what a wild finish it was to Game 3. We expect an equally exciting game, and Oiler fans looking for a better result as we head downstairs to Robert Clark and the national anthems.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command.
This is Oil Country.
McDavid, score!
Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's Game 4 of this second-round Stanley Cup playoff series between the Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights. Oilers lead the series 2-1. We have it for you live from Rogers Place. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Jack Michaels. We are the Oilers Radio Network. The starting lineup. It's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Connor McDavid with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman. On defense, Evan Bouchard and Brett Kulak. In goal, it's Stuart Skinner. For the Golden Knights, William Karlsson with Brett Houghton and Riley Smith. On defense, Braden McNabb and Shea Theodore. In goal, it's Aiden Hill. The referees, Wes McCauley and TJ Luxmore. On the lines, Devin Berg and Matt McPherson. We've dropped the puck. We're underway here in Game 4. Theodore up the right wing to center ice to the middle to Karlsson. Into the Oilers zone. The shot kicked out by the left pad of Skinner, and it's Hyman to center ice on the left wing. Only got it to the blue line, but following it up, Nugent-Hopkins shoots it wide, comes off the end boards. Hyman trying to jam it towards the net. Nugent-Hopkins can get it to the blue line. Bouchard, a shot, and a glove save made by Hill. He holds on. 26 seconds gone here in the first period.
Well, should be a beauty tonight, no question. Oilers need to elevate their level. I know they're up 2-1 in this series. Cam, you might argue they're lucky to be so. Situation where Vegas played very well in Game 2. Edmonton got a solid goaltending performance from Calvin Pickard, who clearly was playing hurt as the game wore on. And Vegas, better than Edmonton, got a late goal here in Game 3 to make it a series at 2-1. Kasperi Kapanen's first action as an Oiler in the playoff draws in second line in Game 4 of this series.
Face off to the left of Hill, who had 17 saves in that Game 3 victory as the puck is flipped out. Draisaitl forced back in his own end to Klingberg, now behind the net, but off the stick of Wallman. Goes to the right wing corner. Eichel looking forward. His pass to the middle, and that is broken up by Jake Wallman off the right wing boards down the ice. It'll be icing against Edmonton.
Well, this is an interesting matchup here. Chris Knobloch had the choice as who to start at home against the Karlsson line, and that means that he's got Draisaitl going head-to-head against Jack Eichel's line.
Face off to Stuart Skinner's right. He had 20 saves in that 4-3 loss against the Golden Knights on Saturday.
Draisaitl at 55% in the circle. Eichel's at 46.
Drop the puck, goes right to Skinner, steers it to Wallman. He's behind the Edmonton net. Wallman up the right wing. John Klingberg through the middle, but off the stick upon Colson. Stone back into his own end. To Eichel, throw it across to Barbashev, but could not handle the pass. Wallman in his own end over to Klingberg. Klingberg on the right wing to Wallman in behind the goal. Wallman, right wing for Connor Brown. Skates into the Vegas zone towards the net. A shot right to the logo of Aiden Hill. Will hold on to it. Evander Kane going to the front of the net and drawing a bit of attention from the Golden Knights. We're minute 21 into a scoreless first here in Game 4.
It is Nurse with Stetcher here. And Darnell Nurse is challenging Nicholas Hague to a fight. He has challenged Nicholas Hague to a fight.
Puck drop, goes in behind the goal. White Cloud had it hacked away from him. Comes in front, scores! Adam Henrique, wide open in front of the net, and it's 1-0 Oilers.
Well, the Oilers, Evander Kane got in on the forecheck, but it was Connor Brown. Kane went to throw the hit. Connor Brown with the strip, and high glove for Adam Henrique, and a quick 1-0 lead for Edmonton.
Minute 27 into the first period. Henrique's second of the playoffs. And you're right, great work by Brown and Kane to create the turnover in behind the goal, and the Oilers are up 1-0 here on the Golden Knights in Game 4. Pearson into the Oilers zone. checked by Janmark. It goes in behind the Edmonton goal. On the left wing corner. Waugh spun around by Janmark, rims it past White Cloud on the right wing point down the ice. It'll be icing against Edmonton.
Now an important defensive zone draw here on the icing call. They get their top line on the ice against Janmark, Frederick, and Perry with Nurse and Stetcher. Janmark's sub 30% in the face-off circle. The forward's going to go in and crash and support him off the draw.
Caught up in skates and comes across to Perry. He'll get it up the left wing and out. Perry playing in his 225th Stanley Cup playoff game. That ties him with Glenn Anderson, 8th all-time for most games played. And the puck in behind the Edmonton net. It's Stetcher setting up. 1-0 Oilers lead on the goal by Adam Henrique. Stetcher on the left wing to Draisaitl. In over the Vegas line. His cross ice pass is blocked. Kapanen pokes it in behind the goal. Comes in front of it. And it's Hanifin through the middle. Left wing to center ice to Barbashev. Give it to Stone. Goes to the left side in the Oiler end. Pass to the point. And it goes by Hanifin and down the ice.
Looks like Chris Knobloch is hard matching Draisaitl's line against Eichel. 2 straight shifts.
It's at center. It's turned over, and it's McDavid in on the right to the middle. The shot! That goes off of Hill and out of play. And then Hyman dumped at the side of the Vegas goal, and it draws the ire of the crowd here at Rogers Place.
And TJ Luxmore is waving it off, saying not a penalty on Noah Hanifin in front of the net. Did I get a piece of Hyman?
I think it did.
I think he had.
He's Hill that knocked down Hyman. It might have just hit Hyman and went out of play. Either way, face-off will be to the right of Aiden Hill. It's 1-0 Oilers. Henrique from Brown at a minute 27. Puck goes to Howden up the left wing for the Golden Knights. To center ice, shoots it in.
Where did that go?
I don't know. But the puck disappeared. We had a neutral zone face-off. I don't know what that hit to go out of play, but it hit something. Something on the dasher. We're going to put the face-off at center ice. Good enough. It'll go to Bouchard, and on the right wing, he'll shoot it in. Bouchard leading all defensemen coming into tonight's action with 11 points so far in these Stanley Cup playoffs. It's in behind the net to Hyman, goes to the left wing. Hyman to the right to McDavid. Back to the blue line, Bouchard. Across to Kulak. Got it low, and it was sent up the right wing by Theodore. And out through the middle of Pasta. Carlson misses him. It goes all the way down. It'll be icing against the Golden Knights. Kane, Brown, and Henry get right back out there. It's the line that got the goal for the Oilers here in the first period. Off an offensive zone faceoff. Face-off to Hill's right. Pushed ahead by Henrique. Howden will float it out. Allman at his own blue line to Klingberg, up the right wing to Brown. Over center, he'll shoot it in, rims on the left. Kane behind the net, off of Henrique, over to Brown on the right wing, to the right wing point. Klingberg over to Wallman, waiting, shooting, saved by Hill. There's a big rebound, but the puck cleared through the middle, and Smith will get it out to Pearson.
Lots of shots early here from Edmonton. They've got a goal, but they've got 5 shots on goal as well.
On the right wing, Brown will get it out through the middle of the ice. It's going to roll down to Hill. Hill plays it. Crowd reacts to it. Haig up the left wing to Waugh. Out of the middle to White Cloud. Into the Oiler end. Will take a snapshot. A high riser off the arm of Skinner. Puck on the left wing point. Colasar let it go. It didn't get through. Lots of traffic. Puck gets to the slot. Sent to the line. And White Cloud will keep it in. Right wing corner to Waugh. Hit by Nurse. It came free, and it's Frederick to center ice for Edmonton. Slowly into the left wing corner. He dumps it. It goes in behind the net. Haig goes to rim it. It hit Perry, and it goes out of play. 4:36 gone here in the first period. 1-0 Edmonton leads. And now we get a gathering in the corner in the Vegas zone.
Janmark might get a penalty here.
Frederick's tied up with Haig. They still got the gloves on. Haig's throwing the gloves off. Frederick's trying to get his gloves off. Haig's throwing a bunch of rights. Frederick with one. Frederick with some more. Haig with a couple. Haig and Frederick in the corner in the Vegas zone. They're going back and forth. Now tying up. Frederick tried a few rights over the top, lands one. Haig switches, goes with the left.
Well, I know one thing. Frederick can take a punch.
Yeah. I think they're done. The linesman will get in there. That's a lengthy tilt. Trent Frederick and Nicholas Haig.
So Janmark's going to get the initial penalty. I mean, it was pretty clear to me that Haig started the fight with Frederick, but he won't get an instigator. The Oilers are going to be shorthanded out of this situation. And Connor's going over right away and saying, like, Haig clearly started the fight.
4:36 into the first, 1-0 Oilers lead. Janmark skated through the crease, tripped uphill. That drew the crowd.
Edmonton, number 13. 2-minute minor. Roughing. Both other players. 5 minutes each.
Told you.
Fighting.
Need a kill here, and Janmark's one of their better penalty killers, as you know.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Haig's going off here for some repairs.
Okay.
He should have got an instigator.
Vegas is 3 for 9 on the power play in this series. Face off to Skinner's right. Puck goes behind the net. Nurse around the boards and all the way down the ice.
With no Janmark out here, I think it's going to be Brown and Podkolzin in the second pairing at forward. They're already on the ice count.
Dorofeev into the Edmonton zone. It goes to Theodore in the middle. On the blue line, just about lost it. Now he does. Puck to the boards. Podkolzin will get it out. Theodore in the neutral zone. Left wing for Hertl. Comes across the blue line, looking for an entry point, finds it, and he's on the right wing. Then he gets dumped down, then he gets worked over a bit, top of the circle, and the puck comes to the top of the circle, and it will be jammed out to center ice by Kulak. Hertl in on the left wing. Around to Dorofeev on the right behind the net to Stone. Lost it to Nurse. Hard off the boards to the line. Theodore will keep it in. The puck goes to the middle. Podkolzin's there. In behind the Edmonton net. Hard around the boards and down the ice. 1-0 Oilers lead here in the first.
Darnell Nurse is bringing the nasty tonight.
Yes. 5:45 gone here in this opening period. 45 seconds to go in the Vegas power play. Stumped into the Oilers zone. Wallman had to go by him. It goes behind the net. Waugh to the left wing for the Golden Knights. Left wing boards to Olofsson. Back to the point, but nobody there, and it comes out.
The pressure from Connor McDavid helped break that up.
Carlson to Barbashev. It hit his skate. Now McDavid will get to it. McDavid over the line. One-hand shot, and the save made by Hill. Carlson will wheel through the middle and into the Edmonton zone to Barbashev. Back to the point. The shot by Hanifin deflected wide, and it comes out. Hanifin on the left wing. To Barbashev. He's got a line to the net. The shot. Great save made by Skinner. And the puck on the left wing. It's top of the circle. Penalty is over. Along the left wing boards, Hannafin to the right side to Waugh. Vegas 0 for 1 on the power play. Edmonton up 1-0 here in the first. The puck on the right wing. Waugh out to Hannafin. A shot, and that's off the arm of Skinner. Puck near the side of the net. Stetcher will get the puck to the left wing to Janmark to center. Nana Brown over the line's got Janmark with him. To Janmark! The save made by Hill. Just got it with a right pad. Pearson out to center ice and lost it to Bouchard. Give it to Draisaitl into the Vegas zone on the right wing. To the right wing corner. Flying in there was Kane. Then also with a hit was Kapanen. Puck cleared out. Tremendous pressure by the Edmonton forwards. And Kapanen with another hit. Puck brought in as Draisaitl makes a move off the right wing. Pass across on the left. The shot high and wide by Bouchard. Kulak on the right wing point. Played it low. McNabb to Pietrangelo. He'll clear it out. Pietrangelo takes another hit from Kapanen.
I think Kapanen knows what he needs to do to stay in the lineup.
He's drilling everybody out there in that shift. Long pass to Hyman. He'll come into the Vegas end on the left wing. Stops on the left side. It's hacked away from him, and Theodore will get it out through the middle of the ice. Now to Dorofeev into the Edmonton end. 1-0 Oilers here in the first. Just over 8 minutes gone. McDavid will bring it out off the right wing to himself, in over the line, in front to Hyman, just put it wide. McDavid to the middle, and Wallman just missed that pass. It comes out. Skinner's got to play it. Great action here in the first period of Game 4. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Klingberg, left wing to Nugent Hopkins. He'll get it out. Nugent Hopkins and McDavid, each with 7-game point streaks coming into this one. Stone on the right to Eichel. Into the Oiler end, goes to the right corner. Stops, looks to the middle. Pass goes all the way through the slot. It's in the left corner. Barbashev to the blue line to McNabb. Goes to the middle. A snapshot high and wide. Stone recovers it right wing corner behind the net. To Eichel. Left wing to the left wing point. Whitecloud. Left side to Eichel. Eichel trying to spin away from McDavid. Eichel to Barbashev, and his shot misses the net. Whitecloud keeps it in right point. Down low to Eichel. Now to Barbashev. He's in behind the Edmonton goal to the left wing. Wanted to cycle the puck. Broken up by Klingberg. Got it to the line and out.
Oilers ended up with 2 righties for a sustained shift there for a while.
It's picked out of the air by Hyman, and he'll come into the Vegas zone. Knocked off his stick. Stone can clear it out. Bouchard down the right wing into the Vegas end. Right wing corner to Podkolzin. Podkolzin's pass to the point. Hits Stone. Goes into his skates. And it's along the boards. Right wing corner. Janmark. On the right side to Podkolzin, top of the circle. Breaking it up as Waugh. And he'll come out through center to Pietrangelo. Now wanted to get it to Hannafin. Hannafin and Bouchard on him, and the puck in the neutral zone. Waugh will bring it in on the left wing. Waugh just over the line.
What a play.
To Pearson down the left side. Angle shot high and wide of the net. Perry trying to get it out, but it's kept in. Pietrangelo, only for a moment, Perry gets it out to center ice. Carlson skates into the Oiler end. Shot it, blocked by Bouchard. He gets it back to the slot, and the shot by Howden doesn't get through. Perry through the middle to Nurse. Went off his stick, though, over to the boards. Carlson into the right wing corner. Carlson to the high slot. Theodore in front to McNabb. Save made by Skinner, and he covers it up. McNabb with the redirection. Skinner with a tremendous save, and everybody gathers in front of the Edmonton net as it's heating up here in Game 4. Theodore just had his helmet knocked off by Kane. They're going to get it all sorted out. We're going to take a break. We got 9:23 to go here in the first.
We're getting a penalty call here, Cam.
Sure we are.
This one should be on Vegas.
Okay, we'll wait.
Vegas penalty, number 21. 2-minute minor, cross-check.
Okay. Oilers on the power play when we come back. 9:23 to go in the first. 1-0 Edmonton leads the Vegas Golden Knights here in Game 4. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey Edmonton, big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the all-new Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Hey Edmonton, big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Brett Howden goes to the box. The Edmonton Oilers go on the power play for the first time in this game. They're up 1-0, 9:23 to go here in the first period. It's game 4 of this second round series between the Oilers and the Golden Knights. And the power play brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
And Corey Berry going in, having a little conversation with Pietrangelo and Hill. This game has had some bite to it, Cam.
Oh, yeah. Face-off will be to the right of Hill.
Oilers fourth in the playoffs at 30% on the power play. Vegas' penalty killing fourth at 80%.
Edmonton 1 for 7 in this series. Puck goes to McNabb. He's on the end boards. Nugent Hopkins on him. Now to Pietrangelo, and to clear it out, it glances off of Bouchard, goes down into the Edmonton zone.
Michael does a really good job on D-zone draws.
Up the middle to McDavid, into the Vegas end, to Nugent Hopkins, left wing point to Bouchard. To the right side to Draisaitl. Into the right wing corner, McDavid to the point to Bouchard. Cross to Nugent Hopkins, back to Bouchard, waiting to Nugent Hopkins, left corner in front of the net, goes behind it. Now to the point to Bouchard, right wing to McDavid. McDavid to Bouchard, over to Nugent Hopkins, a shot, and a save made by Hill. Puck behind the net, Nugent Hopkins to the left wing point.
Edmonton's got Draisaitl and McDavid flipped here.
Bouchard, left wing to Draisaitl, his shot, that just goes wide of the net into the corner. Nugent Hopkins trying to recover it. In a battle with Pietrangelo, the puck in his skates comes out to the middle. Draisaitl to the point to Bouchard, left wing, McDavid, a shot saved by Hill, and the puck scooped out by Carlson.
That's a great stop by Hill. McDavid walked right down the flank. Hill fought it off. Nugent Hopkins is going to go off. Oilers going to get a couple changes out here.
40 seconds to go in the man advantage. 1-0 Edmonton here in the first with 8 minutes remaining. Bouchard into the Vegas end. Left wing to McDavid, to the point to Wallman, across the line to Bouchard, to Wallman in the middle, right wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl at about the hash marks, to the point to Bouchard. On the right wing boards to Draisaitl, looking to the net, over to McDavid, to Bouchard, to Draisaitl, the shot high and wide and around the boards and down the ice. Penalty to Howden is over. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play. They're up 1-0 here in the first period with 7:20 to go. Nurse will shoot it in. Hill out of his net. Backhands it. Puck goes to the boards. Trying to shoot it was Kane. He fanned on it. Goes to the left wing corner. Henry pokes it over to the right. Brown or Hyman make that on the right wing side. Hyman working with Kane to the right corner. Hyman on the inboards. Out to Kane. To Henry. Score!
Oh, look out!
Oh, we got a tilt as Hill was going after Kane. The Edmonton Oilers are the Golden Knights is Adam Henrique. Has scored twice. And everybody gathered.
Colzar is trying to get Nurse to go here.
They got a linesman in between them.
They're going to go. All right. Just let them go. Nope.
No, they're not.
There should be an extra penalty to Vegas here.
Hill was upset, and that's what started the whole thing. 2-0 Oilers lead. And again, that line creating...
Off a 5-on-5.
Yep. And Adam Henrique's got 2 in this game, 3 in the playoffs.
I mean, are we going to let him freak out after every goal? At some point, the officials have to take control of this. Well, I could see why Kane skated right over Hill after. And then he had every...
Yeah, that'll do it.
But he was cross-checked from behind.
Yeah, McNabb knocked him in there.
Edmonton, number 91, 2-minute minor, charging. Edmonton, 25, 2-minute minor, roughing. Vegas, 55, 2-minute minor, roughing. The goal was scored before all these penalties.
Henrique from Hyman and Kane at 13:03. And the Edmonton Oilers up 2-0 on the Golden Knights here in Game 4.
Well, you don't see that every day.
Nope, you don't. It's exciting, though.
It is.
I'd say the game's not lacking for entertainment.
No, this game's got balls.
It does.
This is no country for old men hockey tonight, Cam.
Yes. Crowd's absolutely loving it at Rogers Place. Oilers are shorthanded out of this. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. The crowd's all over Aiden Hill. Theodore at his own blue line to Eichel. 2-0 Oilers lead here in the first. Eichel into the Oilers zone to Dorofeev on the left wing point to Theodore. Down the left wing to Eichel. Pass to the middle, it'll go to the point. Theodore. Left wing to Eichel. Got it down low, Stone in behind the net. Left wing to Eichel. Eichel, cross ice pass off the stick of Kulak. Dorofeev keeps it going. To Hurdle, to the blue line, to Theodore on the right to Dorofeev. Saucers it to the point. Theodore to Hurdle, over to Eichel. Eichel wanted to shoot, didn't have a lane. Has it on the left wing to Stone in front of the net. Puck goes to the point. Across, what a save by Skinner off of Dorofeev. A one-time shot from the right wing.
And he can shoot it.
Dorofeev on the right wing. Has it again, top of the circle. To Hurdle in the corner to the blue line to Theodore. A shot off a leg, goes into the right wing corner. Dorofeev behind the net to Stone. To Dorofeev on the right. Through the middle, gave it away, and there is Janmark to get it down the ice.
It's a full minute 18. Oilers get McDavid back out here on the PK.
2-0 Oilers lead, 5.5 to go in the first period. Oilers lead the series 2-1. Puck in the neutral zone. Hannafin into his own end. 24 seconds left to go in the power play for the Golden Knights. Carlson off the left wing side and in. Goes to the end boards. Olofsson tied up with Wallman. Dug out by McDavid, and he'll get it all the way down the ice. Hannafin out from behind his net. And Hannafin now on the left wing. Penalty is done. Vegas 0 for 2 on the power play. It's shot in. Skinner's got to play it. Rims the puck. It goes to the middle of the ice. And it's Henrique through the middle. He's got both goals for the Oilers. To cap it in on the right. He'll walk in the shot. Wow. He just put it wide.
This place would have got nuts if he'd scored. He had a ton of heat on that.
just inside the Edmonton blue line. Nugent Hopkins up the right wing for Kapanen. To center will flip it in. Glove by Hill. Now to Haig in the left wing corner. Across to Pietrangelo. Through the middle to Riley. Now to Riley. Smith got it into the Edmonton zone. It goes to the right wing corner. Henrique on the left wing boards to Draisaitl. Comes out 2-on-2 with Kapanen. He'll give it to Kapanen. Over the line. Drops it on the right to Draisaitl. The shot. And that one's blocked. It goes to the end boards.
Got the back of Kapanen's leg. He's got it out here. He's hurting. Right in the dead spot.
Puck to the right wing point where Bouchard is able to keep it in. And then Podkolzin delivers a hit on Hertl. And the crowd reacts to that. It's on the right wing inside Vegas territory. Podkolzin to the left wing point. The shot by Stetcher. And the glove save made by Hill. We're going to take a break. 3:42 to go here in the first. 2-0 Oilers lead the Golden Knights in Game 4. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 73, 73, 73, Pizza 73.
Hey Edmonton, ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in-store for details.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers up 2-0 on the Golden Knights. 3:42 to go in the first period. The Oilers, this is Oil Country Playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of kids in oil country who need our help. That main jackpot already at $4.4 million. And the playoff bonus jackpot at $3.2 million. And they're climbing fast. So get your tickets before tonight's big draw at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. Adam Henrique has both goals for Edmonton. As the face-off in the Golden Knights zone, McNabb will make that Eichel. Will get the puck to the end boards. Now to Theodore, up the right wing out to center ice. Over the stick of Barbashev at the Edmonton blue line. Eichel comes in on the left, though. Near the point to McNabb. Stick knocked out of his hands. Penalty coming up to the Oilers when they touch it. Theodore through the middle. Hill's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Theodore just inside his own blue line. Now to Dorofeev. Through the middle to Eichel. Makes a move to come into the Edmonton zone. Left wing to Hertl. To the left wing point. McNabb will lose it. And the Golden Knights will get their third power play. Kapanen goes for the slash.
He dropped. Oh, man. That's a tough call against Kapanen. Well, the Oilers back on the PK here for the third time in this period. They're out shooting Vegas 13-5, up 2-0 in the game. But a huge kill here in the final 3 minutes of the first for Edmonton.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Puck goes to Wallman. It'll drift that around the boards, past Olofsson and down the ice.
Henrique keeps winning draws. on the PK.
And scoring goals, too.
He's got 2 tonight.
Doing it all is Adam Henrique. Center ice, Hanifin. Puck in on the right wing to Stone. Pass to the point. Eichel comes down the right side to the corner. Over to Stone on the left. To the left wing point, Olofsson. Cross on the right. The puck to Hanifin. To the blue line, Olofsson. To Hanifin on the right wing. Now to the blue line. Eichel will shoot it off the crossbar. And out of play. Wow, that was a heck of a shot.
He's got a hose, doesn't he? That is... He ripped that puppy. That's your 110-mile-an-hour snapper. What a shot from Eichel. And it hit postage.
Yeah, and out of play. Right up where the crossbar and the post meet. Face off to the right is Skinner. 2:17 to go here in the first. 2-0 Oilers lead the Vegas Golden Knights. Puck in front of the Edmonton net. Nurse on the end boards. Rims. Puck comes back in front of the net. Nurse can clear it out. Hanifin to Hurdle. Left wing to Eichel. To the point, Hanifin drills it across on the right side. Olofsson has the puck. To Stone to the middle to Hanifin. He's on the blue line. Left wing to Eichel. To the middle, Hurdle. Fans on his shot to get much on it. Cleared out by Kulak.
Oh, McDavid was in backside support with a quick stick. Helped break the play up.
40 seconds left to go in the penalty to Kapanen. 2-0 Edmonton leads. Minute 33 to go here in the opening period. Dorofeev at center ice. To Waugh into the Edmonton zone. To Dorofeev. Right wing corner. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard around the boards, but knocked down by Barbashev. Carlson on the left wing to Barbashev. Bumps it back to the line. Theodore. Left wing to Carlson. Mishandled the pass, and it comes out. Barbashev checked at the Edmonton blue line, and Janmark will shoot it the rest of the way down. And the penalty to Kapanen is now over. We're into the last minute of the first period. 2-0 Edmonton leads. Vegas 0 for 3 on the power play as Carlson into the Oilers' zone right wing corner. Pass goes off the skate into the left wing side. Battling in there was Kapanen. Waugh to the blue line to McNabb. Down the left wing, McNabb centering pass off of Nurse and just went wide. McDavid in behind the net to Kulak. 30 seconds to go here in the first period. He'll bank it out. Hyman into the Vegas end. To McDavid to the middle, left side. Draisaitl shot stopped by Hill. Draisaitl centers it off the post. It goes to the line. Nurse will keep it in. 12 seconds to go in the period. Hyman along the right wing. Behind the net to Draisaitl. Left side to McDavid to the blue line. Nurse a blast, and that one tipped up into the air into the right wing corner. And the period will end. And the Oilers are up 2-0 after 20 minutes. Vegas has had 3 power plays. They got 5 shots. It's done very good on the PK.
Oilers have won a lot of draws. Adam Henrique's got both goals, and he's killing it to start each PK situation, winning draws for the Oilers.
So the Edmonton Oilers up 2-0 through 20 minutes here against the Vegas Golden Knights in what was a spirited and at times heated first period. The fans here at Rogers Place completely into this game, as you'd expect. But the Oilers play well in the first period. As we can head downstairs, Brendan Escott standing by with Adam Henrique.
Yeah, Adam, high event hockey, really right from puck drop. What did you like most about the way your team played there in that opening 20?
Well, just playing with energy all over the ice. You know, every single play is big this time of year. So whether that's in the offensive zone, defensive zone, or, you know, special teams. So I thought we did a good job all around that period.
Talk to me about the process of managing emotions in a game that's obviously got a lot of extracurriculars and that sort of thing going on.
Yeah, you know, there's a fine line. You got to play on that edge and you know, try not to go over it. And you know, so we're on the wrong side of the penalty calls right now. But you know, you got to keep playing with that energy and just be smart about it.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys.
All right, Brendan Escott downstairs with Adam Henrique.
Good period for the Oilers. Lots of rough stuff. Aiden Hill's very demonstrative in between the pipes tonight. There's no question about that. And at some point here, the marbles are going to even up on the calls because the Oilers have often been the more assertive team physically. And Vegas, I mean, I got to tell you, in a couple situations here, I'm a little surprised Edmonton ended up with the extra minor. I mean, Evander Kane got cross-checked from behind by Braden McNabb. They obviously missed the cross-check on the sequence right after the goal. Lots of excitement, and for the Oilers, they need to keep it going in period 2.
2-0 Oilers lead after 20. Adam Henrique has both goals for Edmonton, and the shot's 15-5 for the Oilers in that first period. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back. 2-0 Oilers after 20 in Game 4 from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Ready to score big on your outdoor space? It's game time with Park Landscaping. Transform your backyard into a winning arena with Park Landscaping's expert team. From design to maintenance of lush lawns and state-of-the-art synthetic turf to inviting pools and captivating water features, Park Landscaping will make your outdoor space the MVP. Don't sit on the sidelines. Get in the game with Park Landscaping. Call 780-486-2744 today or email info@parklandscaping.ca.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Hyman working with Kane to the right corner. Hyman on the inboards, out to Kane, to Henry, score!
Oh, look out! Oh, we got a tilt as Hill was going after Kane. The Edmonton Oilers are up 2-0 on the Golden Knights as Adam Henrique scored twice, and everybody gathered.
Colzar is trying to get Nurse to go here.
They got a linesman in between them.
And that's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the first intermission from Rogers Place. Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown. I'm not sure if after that goal, is that shenanigans or is that hijinks?
That was Evander Kane creating havoc in the chaos.
Havoc is the other one. Yeah,
I know Bob was saying that was a cross check. No, that's Evander Kane getting under the skin of Aiden Hill. The refs made the right call on that play, but that was one where Evander Kane said it's worth the 2 minutes to get under the skin of the goaltender. Hill, as the Edmonton Oilers were more physical. The Vegas Golden Knights were just trying to survive that first period. They looked a step behind, not just 5-on-5, but even on their power play. They created nothing on their power play. The Oilers were the better team in just about every facet of the game in the first 20 minutes.
Shots on goal through the opening 20 favored the Oilers 15-5. What's interesting to note is the 5 Vegas shots all came with the man advantage. They had 3 power play opportunities that period, and now in the face-off circle they were 60-40 as opposed to the Oilers. But you're right, they just seem a step behind. That third goal could be a monster tonight.
Well, it will be, because the one thing that the Oilers haven't done, they didn't do last game, is when they got the 2-0 lead, they didn't extend it. As long as a team is within 2, they're fully in a hockey game, because they're one shot away from being able to pull their goaltender. Or as we see in these playoffs, late in games, 2 goals. Teams are able to score 2 goals while their goalies are pulled. So it is going to be huge. The shots are 15-5. The Oilers were better in every aspect. But forgotten in those 5 shots were a couple fantastic saves by Stuart Skinner. He stopped a breakaway at the beginning of the game. There was a really nice play. Theodore took a slap shot. I'm not sure which forward was the one that deflected it in front, but it was a slap pass to the side of the net that went back towards the net, and Skinner stopped that and was able to hold the rebound as well. So the Oilers, we talked before the game, keys of the game, getting a big save from Stuart Skinner early in this hockey game. They certainly did get that, and after they got those 2 big saves, I don't think Stuart Skinner saw another puck the rest of the period.
And they got a little puck luck there, too, because Jack Eichel, man, can he shoot the puck. Hitting the crossbar, right crotch corner there with the post and the crossbar meet up. It was fine. That thing was a laser beam.
It was the only opportunity. Well, they had the misplay by the Oilers at the blue line that created a breakaway.
Yeah.
And then the Eichel shot. Other than that, the Vegas Golden Knights power play created nothing, except for frustration for their own team. The Oilers were better. They got a little puck luck, too, on the Henrique first goal. I think it would be. The puck's bouncing. Zach Whitecloud trying to take the puck behind the net, and the thing bounced 6 times on him. Eventually, he loses control, and they get it out in front for Henrique, and he scores his first of 2. But you create breaks. You create good bounces for your team, and the Oilers' energy in that first 20 minutes was completely missing in Game 3. It's almost as though they bottled it up and saved it all for Game 4. And that was a good first period, and they were rewarded for it, having the 2-0 lead.
We knew that Leon Draisaitl would step up big time. Had a pretty solid period.
Yeah, he had the great opportunity. He usually finds the back of the net. Leon still has another level that he can get to, and we all know that because we've seen that. So I still think that was a quiet period from what you usually see from Leon, and they didn't need him. I think as this game moves on, you're going to see more and more Leon as this game gets bigger and bigger for the Edmonton Oilers to be able to pull up 3-1.
How are you liking McDavid back there on the PK so far here?
Well, the Vegas Golden Knights penalty killing or power play was terrible. So he and all the penalty killers have been very good in this game. Vegas created nothing. They looked frustrated. They changed quickly because they were getting nothing done with their first unit. They changed their units. Hanifin switched out for Theodore. Olofsson switched out for Dorofeyev. So they were trying to find something. So McDavid, you can't pick out one guy on that penalty kill because every single player was fantastic. And this game, Vegas had ample opportunities on their power play to get back in this hockey game. They had 3 different times they were on the power play and created nothing.
Back in the Oiler lineup tonight, Kasperi Kapanen laid a couple of big hits on in that first period, Rob.
Well, the one thing that we saw when Kapanen came to the Oilers, and it's something I really didn't know much about his game, but he is physical. And when you sit in a press box during the playoffs and you're watching your teammates go out there and play fun, important, awesome playoff games, you know that if you get an opportunity, you're going to make the most of it. And Kapanen, that was as noticeable as Captain has been since he's been an Edmonton Oiler. He does not want to come out of the lineup. And if he continues to play like we saw in the first 20 minutes, they certainly won't bring him out.
Hey, the other thing, Connor Brown picked up an assist on that Henrique goal. Did some good hard work behind the net.
Well, that's the goal that the Oilers got a little puck luck because the puck was bounding on Zach Whitehead. But when the puck is bouncing on someone, force him. And that's what Brown did. The one thing Brown has is speed. He got in off the face-off loss, and he just forced Whitecloud. So as the puck is bouncing, not only is Whitecloud trying to fight the puck, he's trying to fight off Connor Brown. So nice play by Brown, who continues to have a fantastic playoff.
I'm assuming it's don't let off the gas for the Oilers in period number 2.
Well, just play the way they've been playing. Now, the one thing they want to play just a little bit more disciplined. You don't want to continue to take penalties. As bad as Vegas's power play was in the first period, the odds say that if you continue to keep putting them on the power play, they're going to eventually have something sneak by your goaltender. So same energy. What they did not have in Game 3 was they could not slow down the Vegas Golden Knights on their breakout. The Vegas Golden Knights had time and space. Tonight, the Vegas Golden Knights have had 0 time and space through 20 minutes.
Great, Rob. We'll talk to you in intermission number 2. We'll take a break. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Road Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. but they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
This is Global News at the first intermission. This is Global News at the first intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. An update this evening from Sturgeon County for the Redwater Recreation Area fire. They're saying the evacuation order is still in place. However, the alert has been cancelled. The evacuation order remains in effect for all the areas located from Range Road 213 East to Range Road 203 and all areas located from Township Road 580 South to the North Saskatchewan River. Crews saying that the fire did not grow yesterday and that it's still about the same size as last reported. Alberta's government is freezing its industrial carbon price effective immediately at $95 per ton of emissions. Premier Danielle Smith says the move is critical to keeping the industry competitive and defending jobs as Canada navigates a tariff fight with the United States. And Statistics Canada says that there has been a sharp drop in return trips from the U.S. by Canadians for the fourth consecutive month. The agency says that the number of Canadians returning by car from the U.S. in April fell on a year-by-year basis, dropping over 35%, and Canadians going back home by plane was down 20% from a year ago. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be at the second intermission on 880 CHED.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Did you know The Brick is proudly Canadian-owned and operated? We started right here in Canada over 50 years ago. Now, our 5,000 team members are proud to be your neighbor in more than 200 communities across Canada. And we support all Canadians with a growing selection of quality-made Canadian products and manufacturers. Nobody knows more about furnishing Canadian homes at the guaranteed lowest price than us. The Brick, saving you more.
The intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Back in Rogers Place after one period of play, the Edmonton Oilers lead Vegas Golden Knights 2-0. Let's take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Just the one other playoff game tonight in Carolina for the hometown Hurricanes coming up with a 5-2 victory over the Washington Capitals. Taylor Hall with 1 goal, 1 assist. Sean Walker with 1 goal, 1 assist. And Freddie Anderson making 19 saves to pick up the victory tonight. The Canes now lead that best-of-7 series 3-1. If you're wondering what's going on at the World Hockey Championship for Canada, they're playing in Stockholm tomorrow at 12:20 our time against France. So far, Canada 2-0. And in the Western Hockey League Championship Series, Medicine Hat losing at home 6-2 to Spokane last night, so that series is tied at 1. Game 3 goes tomorrow night in Spokane. The out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Hang in there. Period number 2 is coming up next at the intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Get ready to live sky high. Sky Signature Suites offers remarkable units for rent featuring sophisticated floor plans, designer finishes, and breathtaking views. Experience resort-like amenities including a full-time concierge, yoga and fitness studios, golf simulator, plus indoor and outdoor lounges for you to live your best life. Visit SkySignatureSuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
Steelhaus Triton, 2 legendary oilfield services brands, 1 powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stopper. We're getting ready for the second period of play. 2-0 Oilers lead the Golden Knights here in Game 4. And the Oilers, this is Oil Country Playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's jackpot, it's over $4.5 million. And our next lucky winner will be drawn tonight. So don't miss out. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. Adam Henry with both goals for Edmonton. We dropped the puck. We're underway here in the second period. It's shot into the Vegas zone. Hill had to go off the heel of his stick. Now gets to it. Rims it to Barbashev. And now out through the middle of the ice. To Riley Smith into the Oilers zone. Down the left wing. His shot from the angle. Saved by Skinner. And he held on 16 seconds into this second period. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Face off to the right of Skinner. That was just the 6th shot on net by the Golden Knights. They had 3 power plays in the first period. And the puck goes to the right wing corner to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard cross ice to Brent Kulak. In over the line, drills a shot just off the arm of Hill, and it's in behind the Vegas net. Hanifin, left wing to Barbashev to center to Carlson. Carlson will shoot it in. Skinner can stop it. Backhand to the right corner to Bouchard. Bouchard through the middle of the ice to Nugent Hopkins. Gets in over the Vegas line, down the left wing, just over the stick of McDavid. And Eichel will get it out. His pass on the right to Howden, and he fell down, and it goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Wallman with it behind the net.
Vegas has switched their forecheck up here, Cam, just a little bit.
Out through the middle. And now Podkolzin, we've got it from Klingberg, flip it in. McNabb got spun around, and it's Draisaitl, left wing corner to Podkolzin, to the point for Wallman. Walks to the middle, takes a snapshot, and Hill saw it all the way, gloves it, and holds on. Minute 17 into this second period. 2-0 Oilers lead the Golden Knights. Oilers do a solid job in that first period of getting to Adin Hill. Constantly bumping him, providing traffic, and making life somewhat difficult in net for the Vegas Golden Knight netminder. Face off to his right. Henry, Kane, and Brown. Out with Nurse, Stature. Waugh taking the draw for the Golden Knights. Henrique wins it clean. Right back to Nurse. On the left wing to Brown, will turn and shoot it, and that goes off the leg of Theodore, and Theodore will get it up the right wing and out. To Colasar at center ice.
Long change this period. Need quicker shifts for Edmonton. How's that not iced? Said he touched it.
I don't know. I guess. White Cloud fired it and must have touched Hurdle. Puck at the top of the circle. Draisaitl through the middle of the ice to Kapanen. He'll come in over the line. He'll drop it. Bouchard in front. The shot and the save made by Hill. And that's sent down the ice. This will be icing this time.
I thought that was an offside in the zone entry for Edmonton.
I think you might have been right there. It was incredibly close. A little redirection by Podkolzin, and Hill made the save.
Trent Frederick's first shift out there since he had the fight, and he ate 3 before he even knew he was going. I think he's looking for a future engagement with Nick Hague, too.
Puck goes to Perry. He'll walk to the middle. A shot just high and wide. Stetcher from the right side towards the net off a Hill, and he'll cover it up. Corey Perry got to walk to the middle. He's got points in 3 straight.
He's got 5 goals in the playoffs.
I know. It's
4 days away from being 40. Yep. He's had a good run here.
Sure has.
19 in the regular season, 5 in the playoffs. He's tied with Clint Anderson now.
8th all time.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad, eh?
Worming his way up the charts.
I love it.
Now, we always give credit. That's the in-house.
Yeah.
It's not us. We don't have that sort of creative genius up here.
Face off to the left of Hill. McDavid wins the draw to himself, comes out of the right wing corner, goes over to the left, stops on the left wing boards to the point. Kulak shot, tipped just wide. Puck wrapped around, saved by Hill, and jammed to the side of the net by Nugent Hopkins. It'll go in front of the goal. Pietrangelo has it for the Golden Knights. To the middle of Carlson. Over the Edmonton line to the right wing corner. Smith after it. It's in behind the Oiler net. Bouchard around the boards. Pinching down was Hanifin. McDavid will go in behind the Edmonton net. McDavid to Bouchard. Bouchard out from behind the goal through the middle of the ice. The center ice to Kulak. Directed it on the right. Hanifin got it back out. Stone to Eichel. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Kulak up the left wing, did not get it to Hyman. Stone into the Oilers zone on the right, pass to the middle, and Nugent Hopkins was there to clear it. It will be icing against Edmonton. 3 minutes, 26 seconds gone here in the second period. 2-0 Oilers lead.
21-6 are the shots for the Oilers here.
Including 5-1 in this period, 6-1 in this period.
And Nugent Hopkins almost wrapped that one. So important draw here. Draisaitl out defensively to take it for Edmonton. Opposite of Jack Eichel. Again, Leon around 55%.
Puck goes to the line off the stick of Theodore now. Theodore to McNabb. McNabb into the middle to Dorofeev. Wanted to play it into the Oiler end. It goes off a stick and out of play. Get a neutral zone face-off. Actually, a center ice face-off. Game 5 of this series, Wednesday night in Vegas.
This is a hard match for Chris Knobloch. All games so far, it's been Draisaitl's line against the Eichel line. And ironically, Edmonton's up 2-0, and they don't have a goal from their top 2 lines. It's
been the Henrique, Kane, and Brown trio. Up the right wing, puck brought in, Kapanen into the Vegas zone. Goes in behind the net. Theodore on the end boards. Oh, he takes a hard hit from Podkolzin. Puck comes free on the left side. Theodore pokes it up the right to Stone. Now to Eichel at center ice. He'll shoot it in. Wallman in behind the Edmonton net. Rims it hard on the boards. Goes off at Dorofeev. Klingberg behind the Edmonton goal with it to Draisaitl. Banks it out. Colasar is trying to hit Podkolzin and just missed him. Look out. Center ice, Eichel. He'll come in over the line. Went to shoot it, and that's off the stick of Klingberg. Comes to the front of the net. Hurdle put it on goal. The save by Skinner. Tomas Hurdle with a chance in front of the net. Skinner stops it and holds on. We get a gathering in behind the goal.
Now Perry knows that's Kane in there. He'll have no problem dragging Eichel out of the pile here. Take that trade off. Eichel doesn't want any part of that. Eichel's been terrific for Vegas. He's got a goal and 10 points in 9 playoff games. He is -6, but in his career against Edmonton in the playoffs, in 9 games played, he's got 14 points and +7. Must have had a rough series against Minnie.
And currently riding a 6-game point streak is Eichel. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Have to pick up the remnants of a broken stick in the Vegas zone. Henrique taking the draw against Waugh. It's in behind the Edmonton edge. Stetcher on the right to Brown. Brown at center to Nurse. Right wing off of Kane. He directed it in. It's to the left wing corner in the Vegas zone. Henrique behind the net to Evander Kane. Off the back of the net. Over to the left wing. Henrique was in the corner, but Waugh will get the puck out. To Hurdle now on the right side to Colasar. Just inside the Edmonton blue line. And that is...
Excellent job closing there by Troy Stetcher.
Puck knocked out to center ice. Fired all the way down, and icing it is against the Golden Knights. 5:06 gone in the second. 2-0 Oilers lead.
Troy Stetcher plays hard and direct. You know what you're going to get out of him. Every shift 5-on-5. And had a lot of success playing with Darnell Nurse. And this is his first playoff game. And now the Oilers are going to go McDavid with Hyman and Brown. Hyman and Nuge.
And Stetcher's last game was April 13th in Winnipeg. Puck back to the left wing point. Kulak quickly across to Bouchard on the right to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. To the blue line to Bouchard. Goes to the middle. Across to Kulak on the left to Bouchard. Off the boards of the corner for McDavid. Behind the net to Hyman. Right wing to Nugent-Hopkins. To the left wing point to Kulak. Left wing to McDavid. In front of the net just off of Hyman and wide. Nugent-Hopkins on the right wing. Tried to cycle it, broken up by Waugh to Colasar. He had his pocket picked by McDavid. Down the left wing, the shot just wide of the net. And it comes out to center ice. Net knocked off in behind. Aiden Hill get the whistle.
We'll have a face-off back up ice here.
Oh, McDavid with that speed and just the quick little lift of the stick. And he was down the left side.
Oh, you know what?
He had some
far
room.
side.
Yep.
I think
Hill wasn't square. He kind of got flat against the goal line.
If he goes short side, he might have been able to squeeze that one or have a real nasty rebound. Kind of like what happened to Stuart Skinner on the first Vegas goal Saturday.
The Aiden chant in full force here at Rogers Place as they fix the net in behind them. It'll be just outside the Edmonton blue line. Janmark, Frederick, and Perry out there with Nurse and Stetcher. Howden taking the draw for the Golden Knights. Olofsson across on the right. Pietrangelo will shoot it in. Stetcher on the right wing to Perry. Cross ice to center for Nurse. He can shoot the puck into the Vegas zone. Hill to the corner, but recovering on the play was Hanifin. To Pearson to Hanifin. Off of him and out to center ice. To Olofsson, now to Hanifin, down the right wing towards the net. A backhand save made by Skinner. Covers that up. 6 minutes, 13 seconds gone here in the second period of Game 4. The Oilers leading the Golden Knights by a score of 2-0. Oilers lead the series 2-1. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, give me something big.
The Ford It's a Big Deal event is on.
bigger.
Get a big truck and an even bigger deal.
Love it. Now the details.
Right now, lease a 2025 F-150 STX with the Black Appearance Package from $220 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 24 months with $43.75 down. That's like $110 weekly.
Now bring it home.
Plus, there's a $750 bonus for eligible Ford owners. Hurry into your Alberta Ford store or visit Ford.ca today.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373, Pizza 73.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
2-0 Oilers lead. 6:13 gone in the second period. Game 4 of this series with the Vegas Golden Knights. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Draisaitl will take the draw against Eichel. Puck behind the Edmonton net. Stetcher, right wing corner. Kasperi Kapanen. Now to Stetcher. Forced up the left side. Nurse off the boards to center ice. Henrique fires it right across. Kapanen comes down the right wing. Stops on the right wing boards. To the point. Stetcher shot. And a glove save by Hill. He held on.
I was close having too many men on the ice for Edmonton on a quick change as Kapanen reversed the puck back. Stetcher took a slash. They didn't call it. Oilers have only had the one power play. Aiden Hill created a lot of you-know-what in the first period on some reactions to some plays. Out comes Kane, Henrique, and Brown. And the good thing for the Oilers, they're up 2-0, and McDavid and Draisaitl haven't factored in the scoring because this line's got both at even strength.
Face off to the left of Aiden Hill. Carlson against Henrique. No, Carlson's out of the face-off circle. It'll be Ivan Barbashev.
Barbashev's really strong on his backhand. His face-offs.
Henrique wins it. Klingberg, the shot. That's just off the stick of Carlson.
He's got to let her go right away.
Carlson's getting it out. And the puck to center ice. Wallman, his pass goes off the stick of Barbashev. Barbashev has it now on the right wing. To the middle and broken up by Kane. Puck to the middle of the ice. Brown. Sail it out, glove down by Pietrangelo. On the right wing for Barbashev into the Edmonton zone. Stops top of the circle right side. Into the corner for Hanifin in front of the net. Save made by Skinner. That was redirected by Klingberg on goal. Klingberg will get it out through the middle. To Connor Brown now on the right wing. Off the boards and in. It's in behind the Vegas net. Brown is tied up. Loose puck to Pietrangelo. The right wing to Stone over center. And he'll skip it in on goal. Saved by Skinner. Sweeps it to the corner. Bouchard on the right. Down to McDavid. Makes a move. Gets it out to center. To Evander Kane. Down the left wing. Kane will shoot. Scores! Evander Kane! Down the left wing. And the Oilers are up 3-0.
Well, we wondered how effective Evander Kane would be coming back after missing the entire season. That's his 4th goal and 6th point. Actually, his 7th point. He's +3 in this game. And the Oilers, McDavid with the primary assist. Edmonton up 3-0.
7:38, time of the goal.
The skate of Brayden McNabb.
McNabb was trying to block the shot, and it glanced off of him.
Shooter's mentality for Evander Kane.
McDavid and Bouchard with the assist. McDavid's got points in 8 straight games. And the Edmonton Oilers have a 3-0 lead on the Golden Knights here in Game 4. Puck dumped into Vegas territory. Nurse from the point. His shot goes wide. Stetcher in from the right wing. Takes a hit from Hurdle. Got it in behind the goal. Goes to the left. Perry. To the slot. Janmark. Got it to the corner. Hag will get it up in the air and into the Edmonton bench. And we get a whistle. Kane's 4th of the playoffs. And Rogers Place, which has been bumping all night, came alive.
Corey Perry having a animated conversation with Aiden Hill.
Oilers have been in Hill's face all game. Face off to the left of Hill. McDavid in the right wing corner with it. In behind the net, he passes it in front of the net. Hyman couldn't get the shot away. Howden off the boards and out. Goes up into the air. Hannafin at center, through the middle to Howden. It hit him in the skate. It was awfully close to being offside. It's in behind the goal. Over to the right, Pearson in front of the net, and it's shoveled wide on the right wing. And by Olofsson to the point, to Hannafin it comes out. Pearson chops it into the Edmonton end. Kulak around the left wing boards out to center ice to Nugent Hopkins. Carlson on him, and Carlson steals to Barbashev on the left wing. The shot, save made by Skinner. An opportunity down the left wing for Riley Smith, and it's Kulak out to center ice. Off the boards, just inside the blue line. McNabb will get it out. Long pass to Smith, and that's peeled off his stick nicely by Bouchard. And it's near the blue line, but it's kept in. Smith's cross ice pass was off a few skates. Kapanen left wing to Draisaitl. Into the Vegas zone. Draisaitl right wing corner to Podkolzin. To the right wing point to Klingberg, but goes just by him and out. 10.5 to go here in the second. 3-0. Oilers lead the Golden Knights. Kapanen at the Vegas blue line. Will shoot it in. White cloud around the boards, but Podkolzin there for the Oilers. To the right wing point. Troy Stetcher shot. It's blocked. Goes to Nurse on the left wing side. He'll shoot it into the glove of Hill. And he'll hold on. And there'll be a face-off in the Golden Knights zone.
Sometimes some things happen during the course of a game on some ricochets and those things. Hockey's the major 4 professional sports has the greatest degree of luck. Edmonton's had a couple bounces tonight. Yep. Got to keep coming. Keep coming at them.
Race off to the right of Hill. McDavid wins it clean to Nurse. He'll come in and shoot it. Saved by Hill.
That was a good save. He fought through that one.
As clean a face-off win as you're going to get. Good work by Connor McDavid. Do it again. McDavid against Eichel. Puck goes to the corner. Pietrangelo up the right wing to Mark Stone, just to the Edmonton blue line. Nurse on the left, hit Frederick with it. Stone's able to shoot it in. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Troy Stetcher to center ice, where it's knocked down by Pietrangelo. Comes back into the Edmonton zone. McDavid will go in behind the net, reverse the puck to Stetcher. Stetcher on the left wing to Nurse, takes it on the backhand, shoots it in. Will come around to Dorofeev of the Golden Knights, gets the puck to center, and it's Klingberg for Edmonton. He gets knocked down. Penalty coming up to Vegas when they touch it. Skinner's going to the bench for the extra attacker on the delayed penalty. Klingberg in his own end up the left wing to Nurse. On the right, to Draisaitl into the Vegas zone. It's touched by Hannafin, and the Edmonton Oilers are about to go on the power play for the second time in this game. 9:13 to go in the second period. 3-0 Oilers lead the Golden Knights here in Game 4 of the series. Oilers lead the series 2-1 from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go! Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deke past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Pavel Dorofeev goes to the box for the trip. The Edmonton Oilers go on the power play. They're up 3-0, 9:13 to go here in the second period. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the man advantage in this game. Puck on the left wing side. Nugent Hopkins to the corner. To McDavid. Goes in behind the Vegas net. To the right wing point to Bouchard. To McDavid off the right side. Across the top. Across to the shot from Draisaitl. Does not get through to the net. It was partially blocked. Pietrangelo get it high in the air and out. Bouchard out from behind the Edmonton goal. Shots are 23-11 for Edmonton. They're up 3-0 here in the second. Bouchard on the right to Draisaitl into the Vegas zone. He's up against the boards, pass to the point. That is picked off by Stone. He's going to take his time on the right wing. Gets the puck in right to himself. Weaves around in the Edmonton end. Across to Pietrangelo. A shot, a riser goes over the Edmonton net. The puck on the right wing. Draisaitl through the middle to McDavid, to himself down the right wing. His shot! Save made by Hill. And he holds on a minute to go in the power play.
Keep him on.
Face off to the left of Hill. 3-0 Oilers here in Game 4.
They're flipping Perry and Hyman here in these power play situations.
Draisaitl against Howden in the face-off circle. Howden wins it. Haig to the line, just off of McDavid and out.
He almost knocked that one down, too.
He did. McDavid on the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. To the left wing corner, McDavid along the boards. It did come free, and White Cloud got it out. Bouchard, right wing to Draisaitl in the neutral zone. Comes into the Vegas end, right wing to Bouchard across the line. On the right wing to Perry into the corner. Draisaitl is passed, knocked down on the play, and the puck cleared out by Wall.
A little bit of frustration there for Leon. He wants to start. He's coming off now, man on down low.
Bouchard over to Kulak. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Kulak to center ice. Plays it in off the glass. Rides around to the right side.
Glove pass.
Yeah, I'll say a glove pass. So the faceoff's going to come out. 7:22 to go in the second period. 3-0 Oilers lead. 2 by Adam Henrique in the first period, 1 by Evander Kane here in the second. All right, Henrique to take the draw. To Nurse. And shoot it in. Ritten's goes into the right wing corner. Henrique back to the point. Kulak peels it off the boards. The shot, and that's knocked down by Hill as the penalty had expired.
Real simple play, but it almost garnered Edmonton a goal there.
Smith into the Oilers zone on the left to Carlson, left wing corner. To Smith at the top of the circle. Goes into the left corner for Dorofeev in behind the Edmonton net. Over to the right wing point for Theodore, and his shot whistles wide. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play as the puck jammed off the right wing boards and out.
Not seen a lot of Janmark. He's finally on now here in the second.
Puck brought in. Dorofeev, left wing corner to Eichel. Frederick working him over. Dorofeev on the left wing to Eichel, left wing corner. Frederick still on him. It goes to the point. Haig will shoot it. It's tipped wide. It's along the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Comes out to Stone. He'll get to the middle of the ice, but forced on his backhand. Can't shoot it. To Haig on the point, and it's blocked in the middle. And Frederick will get it out. The pass to Hyman. The breakaway. The backhand just wide of the net. Puck comes in front, and the shot by Janmark off a stick and out of play. 6:03 to go here in the second period. 3-0 Oilers lead the Golden Knights.
I don't know. That looked like a bit like a hook was in there too. Hey, White Cloud, if it doesn't get called, it's played fantastically well by him.
Face off to the right of Aiden Hill. Janmark taking the draw for the Oilers. Puck goes behind the net. Hanifin has it for the Golden Knights. On the left wing, Hurdle to center. Shoot it in. Bounces off the inboards. Klingberg. Got the puck to the left side. It's near the top of the circle with control. Hurdle. On the right to Wall. Wall forced up to the line to Pietrangelo. His shot, and that one off of Wallman into the left wing corner. Back to the point, Pietrangelo. Right wing for Hurdle. He's on the right point. He'll take a shot. That doesn't get through. Came back to Hurdle, had his stick lifted, and Janmark will bring it out for the Oilers. Down the left wing. Shoots it towards Hill. He blockers it to the corner. Ripped up the right side, but off the stick of Hurdle. It goes into the Edmonton zone. 3-0 Edmonton leads. 5:15 to go here in the second period. Nurse cross to Stetcher. Stetcher out to center ice to Draisaitl. Now to Kapanen, comes flying down the left wing, and his pass off the side of the net. Through the middle, and Olofsson won't get it out. Draisaitl keeps it in. The puck on the right wing to Podkolzin. To the point to Stetcher. Now to Nurse. Right wing for Podkolzin. He spun around, couldn't get a backhand towards the goal. Pearson will get to center ice. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Sitting there loose, the neutral zone. Draisaitl to the middle of Kapanen. That's a glove pass. So the whistle goes. We're going to take a break with 4:33 to go here in the second period of Game 4. 3-0 Oilers lead the Golden Knights. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-0 Oilers lead, 4:33 to go in the second period of Game 4. Oilers leading this series 2-1.
George Larocque in the house. Just as long as you're never playing pickup hockey with him and he decides to hit you in non-contact, I'd advise that, great guy.
McDavid is center ice to Hyman. Got the puck in to Nugent-Hopkins, right wing, the shot, and that's blocked. Goes over to the left wing. Kulak to Nugent-Hopkins. Spinning in the left wing corner. Broken up by Carlson, but he can't clear the zone. Hyman after it along the boards. This time it comes out to center ice. In the neutral zone, Riley Smith. Had to wait for Barbashev to get back on side. Over to Pietrangelo on the right. He'll shoot it cross corner. In the right wing corner, Bouchard. Carlson right on him. Carlson gets a puck in front of the Edmonton net, but McDavid can't get it out. Smith with a chance on the left side. Didn't get much of a shot. Saved by Skinner. Bouchard defended. And the puck goes to the middle.
Wow, McDavid.
He's up.
He carried that puck for...
He's up the left wing and he'll dump it in.
In basketball, that was traveling.
On the right side, puck sent off the right wing boards down the ice. It'll be icing against the Golden Knights. 3:27 to go in this second. 3-0 Oilers lead Vegas.
How about the play by Bouchard to break that up?
Yeah, really good job to impede the shot of Smith. They didn't get much on it. Face off to the right of Aiden Hill.
Well, if Henrique wins it, Kane will shoot it, and there will be no hesitation.
Goes right to Hill. He'll cover it, and they'll do it again. Vegas going to make a change. Oilers will do the same. Dry side of line will come out with Podkolzin and Kapanen. Kapanen has been spirited in this game.
Well, that's Stan Bowman, the general manager, told me one thing about Kapanen. When he comes out, he's desperate to get back in, and you see that desperation. Oilers needed to play him a ton down the stretch because of the injuries. He hasn't played since the end of the regular season, and he's been good tonight. Flying around.
McNabb in his own zone, off the boards, through center. Nurse has it at the Edmonton line. Missed Podkolzin with it. That's icing against the Oilers.
You're up by 3. 3 minutes left in this period, Cam. You know what I'm going to say to you
I know what you're going to say.
Yep.
Just get to the intermission.
Take care of business. Yes. Don't give them anything cheap. And the Oilers haven't fueled their transition game.
Not at all.
I mean, the shots are 2-1 Edmonton in this game, 24-12. D-zone draw here, though, for Draisaitl. It's that hurdle.
It is. And the puck gets into the slot. Theodore hammers it. That one was deflected out of play. Podkolzin got out there.
That's well done by Vasily.
Oh, he had to throw his body in front of that one.
Well, he's going to do whatever he can, right? I mean, that takes courage.
It does.
Oilers with a late change here. Interesting. I'd have Henrique take the draw. Well, Leon won it anyway.
He did. Klingberg comes out from behind the Edmonton net, now weaves his way out to center ice. His pass hits Eichel and now goes into the Vegas zone. McNabb across to Theodore. Through the middle, goes off the skate of Klingberg into the Edmonton end to the corner. Hurdle for Eichel, hit by Klingberg, tucked behind the net. Wallman up the left wing, go across to Klingberg. On the right side to Brown, in over the line to Draisaitl, across to Henrique, in front to Brown, and just missed. Puck on the right wing. Draisaitl, left wing point to Nurse. Nurse holds onto it. Towards the net. It was deflected by Brown, but didn't get to the goal.
Keeps it alive. Picked up by Nugent Hopkins into the right.
But then McDavid steals it from Waugh to Bouchard as he starts through the neutral zone. Comes in over the Vegas line. His pass to Nugent Hopkins just missed. Nugent Hopkins recovers left corner to the blue line. Bouchard down the right. McDavid in front of the net. Tried to get it to Hyman, but a Vegas stick got in there. It's in behind the net. Nugent Hopkins, right wing. The shot saved by Hill off of Hyman. We're in the last minute here of the second. 3-0 Oilers lead in game 4. Barbashev at center ice. High in the air and in with it. Kulak to Bouchard. Off the glass on the left wing and out. Pietrangelo will shoot it back in. Skinner to stop it. To Kulak. Up the left wing. To Nugent Hopkins, to the line, but Carlson's going to keep it in. Carlson off of it by Draisaitl. Good job taking him to the boards. Nugent Hopkins will get a bouncing puck to center, and it's Draisaitl into the Vegas end on the right wing. Down low, just past Kapanen, it goes behind the net. 12 seconds to go in the second. Carlson, cross ice, does not get it to Barbashev. Pietrangelo has it at the Vegas blue line. Everybody rises to their feet here at the end of the second period as the Edmonton Oilers are up 3-0 on the Golden Knights in Game 4 after 2 periods. And the Oilers holding Vegas to just 12 shots so far.
Well, Vegas is going to have to put up some more totals here in period number 3, but Edmonton, with as good a 40 minutes as they've played all season long, certainly in the playoffs against a high-caliber opponent. And the Oilers haven't needed the power play. They're 0 for 2. Vegas is 0 for 3. Stuart Skinner's been very good. And the Oilers, frankly, unlucky not to have scored more than 3 goals. There's been a couple deflections that just went wide as well.
Evander Kane scoring in the second period for Edmonton. Adam Henrique had a pair in the first. And that has got us to the 3-0 Edmonton lead through 2 periods of play. Brent Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They've got the second intermission for you when we come back. 3-0 Oilers lead in Game 4 after 2 periods. From Rogers Place, it's for dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
At the intermission. Brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Connor McDavid makes a move, gets it out to center to Evander Kane down the left wing. Kane will shoot. Scores! Evander Kane down the left wing, and the Oilers are up 3-0.
That is our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the second intermission after 40 minutes of play. The Edmonton Oilers now leading 3-0 over the Vegas Golden Knights. Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown at Rogers Place. What do you think of that period, Rob?
Well, the first period was all energy and emotion and physicality, and the Oilers just dominated through being the better team in every aspect. In the second period, they just completely shut down the Vegas Golden Knights. So in the first period, they played a kind of a game of chaos that the Vegas Golden Knights couldn't compete with. The second period, they came out and put on a clinic where Vegas really had no... I mean, there was one play where the Oilers turned the puck over, made a mistake, and Vegas had an opportunity, but other than that, it was an incredibly quiet, low-event night for Stuart Skinner in that period. And then the Oilers, as Bob said, they had a couple of really good chances that were deflected wide, and then the one that went on net, that was a terrible goal. I mean, Aiden Hill, you've got to make that save if you want your team to come back in a hockey game. And we've seen it with the Oilers, where they've fallen behind in games, and you're thinking, okay, our goalie's just got to give us a chance. He's got to make that big save at the right moment. Well, Aiden Hill didn't. It wasn't even a big save they needed on that. It was just a save.
Yeah.
So Hill has struggled in this game with the saves. He struggled playing the puck a couple times. He got caught behind his own net and misread the situation and threw the puck away. But that period for the Edmonton Oilers, just clinical. They just did not give the Vegas Golden Knights any hope that they could come back in this hockey game.
It's funny, too, in the first period, the Oilers were trailing the Golden Knights in the face-off circle, for example, 60% to 40%. They completely flipped that around here in period number 2. They did a lot of good things right. I was a little concerned after they went 0 for 2 on the power play whether or not that might give the Golden Knights a little bit of a momentum flip, but they never gave it to them. They never gave them to them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really look at face-offs a whole lot. I look at the overall game, and this game is just one that the Oilers have just been better in everything. They've gotten better goaltending. They've been more physical. Their penalty killing's been outstanding. The high danger chances for have been way higher. Everything that the Oilers missed in the last 50 minutes of Game 3, they brought here in Game 4. And they've played... In Game 1, the Oilers looked much faster than Vegas. And you're wondering, wow, I don't know if Vegas can keep up to the Edmonton Oilers right now. And then Games 2 and 3, all of a sudden you saw a different Vegas team. Well, this looks like Game 1 all over again, where Vegas is second best all over the ice. And every time they make a play, they're making a play under duress, and then they're taking a big hit. The Oilers have not stopped hitting. So this was just... it was good, very, very good playoff hockey. You've got a lead, give them nothing, and then when you get your chance, take advantage of it, and the Oilers did.
Shots on goal in that period, officially 6 shots on goal for 11 shots in total for the Golden Knights. For the Oilers, after picking up 15 shots in that crazy first period, came up with 11 shots in period number 2, so they are sitting at 26 shots on goal. But hey, so going into the third period here, and it's funny, I was laughing because we figured that the third goal would be a big one for the Edmonton Oilers. Then you start thinking, but that fourth goal might be really special. You know, it's almost like you can't score enough against a team like this that has the potential to come back. But you're right, they did a great job of shutting down Vegas in that period.
Well, unless something completely flips here in the third period, I'm having a hard time seeing the Vegas Golden Knights score 1, let alone 4.
Yeah.
This is a fantastic game from the Edmonton Oilers from top to bottom on their back end goaltending. I mean, Stuart Skinner has not had to be great, but he's made the saves that he's needed to make. In the third period, when you get your opportunity, you be aggressive. but just don't force anything. And I think, and what you also saw in the first period was chaotic, and the referees, there was a lot of penalties called.
Yeah.
And probably some missed. In the second period, the Oilers made sure, okay, we're not going to give them any opportunities. They will finish our checks, but it'll be clean. After the whistle, we'll get away from it. Don't give the Vegas Golden Knights a power play. Don't give them any momentum. And going into the third period, a lot of just the same. Simple hockey. You've got the lead. Force them to come, 200 feet to score a goal. Don't give them a transitional place. This was, you've had a fantastic 40 minutes. There's only one thing better than a great 40 minutes, and that is an incredible 60. And I think the Edmonton Oilers put 20 more here and set themselves up quite nicely for the rest of the series with a 3-1 lead.
I don't know if it was you or John Shannon on the Face-Off show talking about you expected that this would be the best Oiler performance in the series so far. Would you think that that's the case tonight so far?
It's not even close. Okay. This is that good. The Vegas Golden Knights have been second best all over the ice. Jack Eichel, who had been really, really good in the first 3 games, unnoticeable in this game. Mark Stone, who's a fantastic player, Team Canada player, unnoticeable. The only player I've really noticed in this game for Vegas has been Wild Bill Karlsson, who again has been fantastic for the Vegas Golden Knights. But yeah, every aspect of the Oilers game has been very, very good tonight, and they got 20 minutes to finish it off and set themselves up for a road trip to Vegas where they can win a series.
Okay, what are you looking for here in the third period? More of the same, or you want to get a little more specific?
No, the same. You can't change perfection. This has been a perfect game for the Edmonton Oilers through 40. Just stay out of the box.
Right.
To me, that's the biggest thing. The Vegas Golden Knights can find life if they get on their power play and score a goal. So don't give their power play any opportunities. So stay out of the stuff after the whistle, and no big mistakes. Simple plays. They know exactly what they need to do because they've done it for 40 minutes now.
We talked about Kapanen in the first intermission. Can we talk about Troy Stecher here in the second intermission?
Troy Stecher, haven't noticed him. And
that's a good thing.
It is. He's transported the puck when he's had the opportunity. In all honesty, I'd probably have to look at the score sheet to see the minutes that he's played, because he's given, let's see, where's 51. He's played 10 minutes and he's +1. That's a nice night. That's more minutes than Emberson was getting in his games, playing the full 60. So he's been a nice addition. We talked before the game that down the stretch, Stecher had won the spot as the 6th defenseman. Right. Had he stayed healthy, he would have been the guy playing game 83 for the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers went on a run. They didn't want to make any changes to their lineup, but when they lost the game, all of a sudden, let's get Stecher back in, and he's been good.
Well, it's funny because Chris Knobloch this morning at the skate basically said he just wanted to tinker slightly with the lineup, and the 2 changes he's made, everybody looks pretty good, pretty solid, huh?
Well, Chris Knobloch, he knows his team. We saw it all last year in the playoffs, and when he makes a personnel move, it seems to work out, and both Kapanen and Stecher have been good.
Brownie, thanks. We'll talk to you at the conclusion of the third period. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's Get Flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Legacy Heating and Cooling Jingle auditions take 1 for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman. Are you ready, guys?
We were born ready.
Heck yes, Nuge. Drop the beat.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
We freaking killed it, Nuge.
That's what I'm talking about, Zachary Martin Hyman.
Nice guys. We're going to sell a lot of air conditioners.
Hey, doesn't Legacy offer no payments and no interest for a year on those?
Yeah, well, thanks for the assist on the copy points there, Nuge.
It's just what I do.
Legacy Heating and Cooling.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Get ready to lace up for an amazing cause as the Jamin-built MS Walk returns to Rundle Park on May 25th. Become a part of something bigger. For details and to register, visit mswalk.ca. Then experience a heartwarming story filled with hope, adventure, heartbreak, and love as the March sisters come of age with Little Women. On now through May 25th at the Citadel Theater.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com.
This is Global News at the second intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. The surrounding evacuation alert area for the Redwater Recreation Area fire has been lifted this evening, but the evacuation order remains in effect for all areas located from Range Road 213 East to Range Road 203 and all areas located from Township Road 580 South to the North Saskatchewan River. Active fire response efforts are still ongoing in the evacuation area. Alberta's government is freezing its industrial carbon price effective immediately at $95 per ton of emissions. Premier Danielle Smith says the move is critical in keeping the industry competitive and defending jobs as Canada navigates a tariff fight with the United States. Canadian Culture and Identity Minister Stephen Guilbeault is among the names that will stay in Cabinet on Tuesday. The Prime Minister's office is forecasting the team will include up to 30 full ministers and up to 10 secretaries of state, and that about half of the total number will be new faces. Secretaries of state are effectively junior ministers with a lower salary, smaller office budgets, fewer staff, and fewer statutory authorities. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be after the game on 880 CHED.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the all-new Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back at Rogers Place after 40 minutes of play. The Edmonton Oilers leading the Vegas Golden Knights 3-0. Adam Henrique with a pair. The single goal coming from Evander Kane. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Just one matchup earlier tonight. Carolina on home ice beating the Washington Capitals 5-2. Freddie Anderson only had to make 19 saves to pick up the victory. Taylor Hall with 1 goal, 1 assist tonight. Sean Walker, another guy with 1 goal and 1 assist. So 5-2 Carolina beating Washington. The Canes now lead the best of 7 series, 3-1. World Hockey Championship coming up in Stockholm tomorrow. Canada faces France. That one goes at 12:20 Edmonton time. So far, Canada perfect with a record of 2-0. And in the Western Hockey League Championship Series, it's all tied up at 1 after the first 2 games at Medicine Hat. Spokane surprising the host team last night with a 6-2 victory. Game 3 now goes tomorrow in Spokane. And obviously the Chiefs with home ice advantage on that one. The series, by the way, goes 2-3-2 if it goes the distance. That is your out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The third period is coming up next, so fasten your safety belt. Should be a good one. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Hey Edmonton, big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Going back to school can be as scary as taking the winning shot, but it doesn't have to be. Northern Lakes College is here to help you meet all your goals and cheer you on. Explore programs in academic upgrading, apprenticeship trades, business and administrative studies, health, human service careers, resource technology, university studies, and more, including a wide range of courses available through continuing education. Score a great future with Northern Lakes College. NorthernLakesCollege.ca. Everywhere you need them to be.
Hey Edmonton, big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. 3-0. Oilers lead. The Vegas Golden Knights are getting ready for the third period of play here in Game 4. Oilers lead the series 2-1. Adam Henrique scoring 2 in the first. Evander Kane had 1 in the second. Kane's got an assist to go with that goal. A 2-point night. Connor McDavid with an assist. He's got points in 8 straight games.
Play smart, manage the puck, and as they push, try to create some odd mans going the other way.
McDavid, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins out there to start it off. And Nugent Hopkins comes in, his shot, that hit Pietrangelo right in the foot. He goes down to the ice, the puck near the blue line, and McDavid will keep it in. It's in behind the net. Hannafin misses. Smith, it'll go down icing against the Golden Knights.
Wow, right now, Pietrangelo's in a world of hurt. He's going to gut it out.
He's got him right on the top of the foot.
He is a great defenseman. He's won a couple Stanley Cups.
5th in defenseman scoring in the Stanley Cup playoffs this year.
This is game number 148 in his NHL playoff career.
Puck goes to Bouchard on the point. A shot and a save made by Hill. Got it with the glove, held onto it. Game 5's on Wednesday night in Vegas. The T-Mobile Arena. Face off to the right of Hill as Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and Kapanen get out there. Draisaitl out of the face-off circle, and comes Vasily Podkolzin. And the puck to the left wing point. Jake Wallman, little snapshot that goes wide of the net. Theodore on the right to Stone, out through the middle to Eichel, comes in over the Edmonton blue line, stops on the left to the middle to Howden, and he fanned on his shot and rolls into the corner. Sent up near the line past McNabb and out.
So they're going to have to play a hard-pressed forecheck. If you can chip pucks past their D, you might be able to create something going the other way. Look out.
Puck brought in, it goes to McNabb in the slot, doesn't shoot it. To Theodore, left wing point, waiting. Over to McNabb, the one-timer kicked out by Skinner. And Draisaitl will bank it to center, just off of Podkolzin, stick into the vacant zone. Theodore to center ice.
And there was your almost 2-on-1 right there, Cam.
Olofsson swept away from him by Stetcher. And the puck to the center ice area. White Cloud on the right to Dorofeev. Come into the Edmonton end. Wanted to pass it to the middle. It doesn't work. Edmonton brings it out through the middle of the ice. And it's Kane on the right to Brown to Kane, right wing corner. In front of the goal, goes through the slot to the left. Henrique around the right wing boards to the point. Stetcher, right wing side to Kane. A shot and a save by Hill. He'll hold on to it. Minute 38 gone here in the third. Edmonton up 3-0 on the Golden Knights.
Keep making them work. Adam Henrique in this game has 2 goals. He's 7-3 in faceoffs, with 5 of those draws in shorthanded situations.
7 a day. Face off to the left of Hill. Goes to Kane. His shot blocked by Olofsson. Comes out of the zone. Stetcher just inside the Edmonton blue line. Over to Nurse. On the left wing to Kane. Cross to Brown. Now to Henrique. Shoots it in. Goes to the right wing boards to the point to Stetcher. Across the line in the middle to Nurse. A shot tipped on net and a save made by Hill.
Hill was lucky. That easily could have gone in the net.
Goes to the point. Nurse, left wing to Kane. Kane in front of the goal. Almost banked it off a Haig. Stetcher will keep it in to the right wing corner behind the net for Brown. On the left wing to Evander Kane. To the point, Nurse in front of the net. A shot off a stick to the right wing corner. It comes out, and Brown took a shot, fanned on it. Olofsson will get it out. Center ice to Dorofiev will shoot it in. Skips it on goal, save made by Skinner. Klingberg to the side of the Edmonton goal. Wallman out through the right wing side to Corey Perry. He'll dump it in. Frederick after it, pokes the puck to the left wing for Janmark. To the blue line, Wallman, his shot, that just went wide. May have glanced off a Hill, but that was a heater from the left wing point. The puck along the boards and in behind the Vegas net. Theodore up the right wing for Colasar. Center ice to Wall. Into the Edmonton end to McNabb, a shot, it's blocked. Theodore with a chance, but he'll just shoot it into the right wing corner. Wallman to Janmark, up in the air and out. Skating onto it, Frederick will dump it in on the backhand. Takes a hit from Colasar, has some words with him. McNabb to the neutral zone for Barbashev, into the Edmonton end on the right wing, stops on the right wing board. Gets the puck to the middle of the ice. And Hanifin then rims it to the right wing corner to Smith. Come up the right wing, cycle the puck for Carlson.
Great play by Bouchard.
He breaks it up. And McDavid's going to come out with it, joining the plays. Bouchard, McDavid down the left wing towards the net. The save made by Hill. Pietrangelo up the right wing to Carlson, now through the middle as he gets center. Off the right wing boards and in with it. Riley to the end. Right wing corner to Carlson, to the blue line for Pietrangelo. Across the line to Hanifin. On the left point, a shot kicked out by Skinner. Puck comes in front to Pietrangelo. Tried to shoot it. It's blocked by McDavid. McDavid will get it out. Down the left wing to Hyman. Takes it into the Vegas zone. Goes to the end boards. 3-0 Edmonton leads. 4 minutes, 20 seconds gone here in the third period. Pietrangelo at his own blue line. To Stone, that's offside as Howden was in a little bit early. Shots now 29-14 in favor of Edmonton.
But you're seeing as Vegas has to sell out a bit here, Cam. The Oilers are going to get some chances on the counter-strike. And they're also putting pucks to the net from distance. And frankly, Aiden Hill's been lucky. Some pucks haven't ricocheted in off of him. Or hit one of the forwards or defender.
Face off outside the Edmonton blue line.
So the interesting strategy of the hard match of Draisaitl, Kapanen, and put Colson against Eichel's line. I would not have gone that way if I was Chris Knobloch. He has.
So far, so good. Puck flipped out by Colson. Shot out to center. Colson hit somebody at the Vegas bench with it. So we get a neutral zone face-off. And we talked about it earlier about Kasperi Kapanen playing a spirited game, very physical, flying out there.
4 hits in the game. He had 3 on one shift. Well, he had a lot of you-know-what vinegar in him after not playing for the last 3 weeks.
That's right. His last game was that last regular season game in San Jose. Colson pass to Kapanen down the right wing and over the line to the net. A shot and a save made by Hill. Big rebound. Draisaitl has it on the right wing. To Colson into the right corner to Kapanen. Around the boards to the left wing point. Klingberg Down low to Podkolzin to the right wing side. Klingberg to the blue line. Draisaitl in the middle to Wallman on the left wing. Hammers a shot on net and a save by Hill. And Eichel out through the middle for Vegas.
Don't back in on this guy.
Into the Edmonton end on the left. The shot, save made by Skinner, and he holds on to it. 5:24 gone, or 5:26 gone here in the third. 3-0 Oilers lead the Golden Knights.
Can't back in on Jack Eichel because he'll take that space, and he's got a wicked shot. And Wallman, who blew one past Aiden Hill in game number 2, almost did it again.
They line up in the Edmonton zone to the right of Skinner. Hurdle to the left wing point. The White Cloud gets it across. The shot saved by Skinner. A rebound. Skinner fought that one off too. And the puck cleared out to center ice. Couple of great saves by Stuart Skinner. Olofsson come into the Edmonton end on the left wing. Around to White Cloud to Hurdle. Hurdle for Dorofeev. He's got Henrique on him. Gets into the skates of Kane. Dorofeev to the blue line. White Cloud, right wing to Dorofeev. To White Cloud to the middle. The shot by Olofsson goes off of Henrique. It's in the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Hurdle along the boards, left wing to Olofsson. He's top of the circle to the right wing point. White Cloud will shoot it on net, and a save by Skinner. He's going to hold on to it. We're going to take a break. 6 minutes, 23 seconds gone here in the third. 3-0 Oilers lead the Golden Knights in game 4 of this second round series. Oilers lead the series 2-1. We'll take a break. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Proudly headquartered in oil country, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow, creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Adam Henry. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Puck to the left wing corner to Kulak through the middle, but gloved down by Waugh. Keeps it in, right wing to Pearson, into the corner to Colasar, taken to the corner boards by Evan Bouchard, and a loose puck on the right to Kulak. Will get it up in the air and out. Off of Yanmar, comes in over the line and get the puck to Frederick on the left wing. Forced up near the blue line, played it low. Theodore won't get it out. Frederick keeping it in for Edmonton. To the right wing. Stetcher has to come in from the right wing point.
We'll go to see how Stetcher there he's committed to everything that he does on the ice. It helps break a play up.
Center. Frederick can shoot it in, chasing after it. Theodore smacks it around on the left wing boards. There's McDavid for Edmonton. Left wing corner for Perry. Goes in behind the net. McDavid trying to get it free. Pearson will get it out through the middle of the ice to Colasar. On the left wing to Waugh. Waugh checked at the Edmonton blue line. Nurse with it for the Oilers.
Lots of time here. They're backing off.
Nurse will take it in behind the Edmonton net. Forced out of there by Smith, and it's Nurse through the middle. Gets away from Smith. Backhands the puck into the Vegas zone. Hill out to play it. Got it to the corner, but there was Nugent Hopkins behind the net to Hyman. Comes over to the right wing. Hyman to the left for Nugent Hopkins. Behind the goal to McDavid. To the right wing point for Bouchard. Right wing corner, McDavid. Out front of the net, and it goes off his stick into the slot, and Carlson could bring it out for the Golden Knights. Right wing to Smith into the Oilers zone. To the right wing corner. To the middle, it gets to the slot. Barbashev's shot, and that's blocked by Bouchard, and it comes out.
Oilers got a little unlucky there.
Carlson in the neutral zone.
Bouchard's been fantastic. Breaks another play up.
Carlson will put it back into his own end to Pietrangelo, go off for a change. Pietrangelo snaps a long pass to Howden at the Edmonton blue line. Todd Colson breaks it up, hit the linesman, so it stays in. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Rimmed hard on the right wing off of Kapanen and out. Theodore inside his own blue line for the Golden Knights. 3-0 Edmonton. 9 minutes gone here in the third period. To Howden, flips it in behind the Edmonton goal. Draisaitl to Wallman. Up the left wing, goes to the line, doesn't get out. It's Theodore on the right to Stone. Into the corner to Eichel, goes in behind the net. Shoved off of it by Wallman. Draisaitl will get it up to the blue line, past Theodore, and the puck comes out, and it's Draisaitl through the middle. Into the Vegas zone, left wing, pot goals, and a shot, and a glove save made by Hill. And he'll hold on. There'll be a face-off in the Vegas zone. 10:40 to go here in the third. 3-0 Edmonton leads in Game 4.
Well, that shot was probably going wide from Colson on Hill, but it forces an offensive zone draw for the Oilers, and Vegas to start 175 feet from the Oilers' net.
Henrique, Brown, and Kane. Stetcher and Nurse. Kane's got to take the draw. It's to the right of Hill. Kane wins it. Clean to Nurse on the left wing. Point will take a snapshot, tipped on net, and that's kicked out by Hill. Brown has it behind the goal, goes to the right wing. To the point to Nurse, a shot, and that's off the stick of Henrique to the blue line, and Henrique's able to keep it in. Haig on the left wing to Olofsson through the middle of the ice to Hurdle. Has to loop back into his own end. Right wing to Olofsson, off his stick, right to Nurse. Nurse goes behind the goal with Olofsson on him. Olofsson takes him to the end boards. Henrique and Stetcher to assist. As they try to work this thing loose, Dorofeev got it in behind the goal, and it goes to the right wing corner. Kane in a battle with Hurdle. Puck goes to the line. Whitecloud to Haig on the left wing point. In behind the net to Hurdle. Hurdle on the right to Dorofeev, and his shot high and wide, and it goes past Whitecloud on the point and down the ice. Oilers should make a change.
Oilers just rolling over 4 lines in this game, Cam, up by 3, under 10 left.
Pearson off the boards and in. It goes into the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Janmark along the in behind the net. Pushes it to the left wing corner. He'll take a hit from Pearson. It's now in their skates. Comes free. Goes to the right wing. And it's Corey Perry. Up the right side. Missed Frederick.
Guess not.
I guess he didn't touch it. It's icing.
They're going to get their top line on the ice here with 9:08 left. D-zone drop. Yep. Big draw for Janmark, who's a left winger playing center. 26.3% in the circle through the first 2 games. I'd almost... Now, you do have Frederick out there who's played some center. You got Howden taking the draw here with Eichel and Stone.
Yeah. Howden wins it. McNabb on the point in the middle of Theodore, now on the right wing. Eichel in front to Howden. Save made by Skinner. That hit is bad. And the puck cleared out by Perry.
Sometimes you need some luck too, and Edmonton just got some.
Oilers make a quick change as Theodore wheels through the middle to Howden. Into the Oiler end, goes to the right wing. To the blue line for McNabb. Off the corner board, Stone will chop it to the left side. And it's Eichel to the blue line to Theodore in front of the net. It goes just off of Howden and out of the zone. Left wing, Eichel, it's center ice. To his own blue line to Braden McNabb to Jack Eichel. Eichel forced back by Podkolzin. Finds Theodore. Theodore gets to center. He'll shoot it in. And that was knocked down by a high stick. And we'll get the whistle. A little jostling after it as well. We're going to take a break. We got 8:16 to go here in the third period of Game 4. 3-0. Oilers lead the Golden Knights from Rogers Place. It's for Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the stream. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373, Pizza 73.
End of the Row Flooring Centers is not only Canadian owned and operated, but we've been your go-to flooring center since 1986. The reason is simple. We make your flooring project easier. Rather than a tiny sample, upload a photo of your room at endoftheroll.com and instantly see what your dream flooring looks like in your house. Thousands of styles just clicks away. End of the Roll Flooring Centers. We've been flooring Canadians for 4 decades. Visit endoftheroll.com.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and home payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-0 Edmonton leads, 8:16 to go in the third period of Game 4. Oilers are up 2-0 after the first. Both goals by Adam Henrique. They add another in the second with Evander Kane's fourth of the playoffs. Connor McDavid with an assist. He's got points in 8 straight. Face off in the Edmonton zone. Kulak will get it out. And it rolls into Vegas territory. Hanifin clears it to Riley Smith. Smith to the middle. That was just off of Nugent Hopkins. Barbashev will come in on the right side. Cross ice pass goes off of Bouchard over to the right wing, and it's Hyman off the right wing boards and out. Pietrangelo into his own end. Hanifin, and it comes out through the neutral zone just off of Barbashev. Goes into Edmonton territory. It's along the boards. McDavid pokes it up the left side to Kane, but it gets to the line, doesn't get out. McDavid to Bouchard. Bouchard at center ice to Kane. Down the right wing into the Vegas zone. That's hacked away from him, but it'll go to Henrique to the left wing point. There's a shot, and that's blockered away by Hill.
Kane took a high stick there.
In the left wing corner of the Vegas zone. Haig to center ice to Olofsson. And across to White Cloud. On the right wing to Dorofeev. He'll direct it in. It's inside the Edmonton zone, up against the boards as it squeezes loose to Stetcher. His clearing attempt off of Olofsson, right back to Stetcher, and this time to center ice to Kane.
Almost had Connor Brown going.
Haig with it inside his own zone. 6:42 to go here in the third. 3-0 Edmonton leads. Pearson had it hit his stick, and that'll go up over the glass and out of play. Get a neutral zone face-off with 6:38 to go here in the third period. trying to figure out where the face-off is. All right, they'll go out just outside the Vegas blue line. Game 5 Wednesday in Vegas. Shots right now 32-19 in favor of Edmonton.
7-7 here in the third, and Vegas is the team pushing.
Janmark into the Vegas zone, trying to split the D. It goes off his stick to the left corner, and he's able to get the puck around on the right to Perry in front of the net. That hits his skate, goes to Wallman. His shot, and he ripped it wide. Klingberg had pinched in, and Wall will get it out. Colasar after it into the Oilers zone, to the left wing corner. Colasar to the left wing point to McNabb. To the corner to Waugh, and lost it to Klingberg over to Wallman. Wallman out through center to Perry. On the left wing, Frederick to the Vegas corner, and Theodore got it loose. Theodore.
How good was that, Theodore?
He lost an edge, but he still had the puck. And the puck gets flipped out. Howden goes after it in the corner, takes a hit from Stetcher, and the crowd reacts to it. And Kapanen gets it out through the middle to Draisaitl, in over the Vegas line to Kapanen, the shot, and that launches off the stick of Hanifin and out of play. We're going to take a break with 5:43 to go here in the third. 3-0 Oilers lead the Golden Knights in Game 4 from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across oil country, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make oil country a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 3-0 Oilers lead, 5:43 to go in the third. Game 4 of the second round series against the Vegas Golden Knights. Face off in the Vegas end to the left of Aiden Hill. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman out there with Bouchard and Kulak. Carlson to take the draw for Vegas. The puck goes to McDavid on the right wing. In behind the net to Nugent Hopkins. Slides over to the right wing side. Down low to Hyman. Hyman spinning around behind the net to the left wing point. Kulak will blast the shot. The bounce in front, and a save made by Hill. And the puck in the left corner. Hyman on the inboards with Hanifin on him. Comes free, top of the circle. Smith got it out. McDavid takes it right back. Give it to Kulak inside his own end. And he'll go in behind the Edmonton net now, bring it out. Up the left wing, just missing Kapanen with it. It's shot back into the Edmonton zone. It's on net. Skinner has to stop it, gives it to Bouchard. Left wing to Podkolzin, off the boards, down the ice. It'll be icing against the Oilers.
I think that might be it for Hill. Bruce Cassidy's going to pull him here. Ozone draw for Vegas. 4:46 left in the third. 3-0 Edmonton. Leon's got to get a tie out, and if he loses the draw, Kapanen and put Colson have to support Leon. Crash in, get lanes.
Face-off will be to the right of Skinner. Draisaitl winning the draw to the corner. Bouchard got it up the boards. It'll go to the blue line, though. Kept in. Theodore on the right. The shot from the right side, fought off by Skinner as Dorofeev let it go. Didn't get all of it, but it was a high shot, and the puck in behind the net. Stone on the left wing. To Eichel to the blue line. Theodore on the left to Eichel. Shot it and went off of Bouchard. Back to the point. Theodore waiting. Left wing to Eichel. Cross ice to Dorofeev. Dorofeev to the side of the net, and it was thrown in front of the goal. Stone couldn't get his stick on it. Back to the point. Theodore. Left wing corner to Eichel. Pass it goes off of Stone to the right. Vegas net empty. Puck on the left wing. Eichel. Left wing corner. To the point to Theodore. Theodore to the side of the goal. Stone through the middle, but off the stick of Kapanen, and it comes out.
Get a change.
3:45 to go in the third. 3-0 Edmonton leads. The Vegas net empty. Theodore.
He's not even going to use McDavid out here. He's just going to keep the lines as is. That's icing.
Off the boards and down the ice, it is icing. Well, that's the beauty of a 3-0 lead, is you can do exactly that.
And now they got to put Hill back in there. 3:33 left. This has been a solid team performance. The Oilers D tonight.
Yeah.
All three pairings.
All three pairings. Face off to the right of Hill. It's being serenaded by the crowd here at Rogers Place. Brown into the left wing corner. Goes in behind the Vegas net. To the right side. To the left wing point to Nurse. To Brown. Off his stick. Henrique on the end boards. Keeps it away from Eichel. His pass to the middle. He was trying to get it to Kane. That's broken up. Eichel will bring it out. Hill looks to the bench. Down the right wing goes Eichel. Now Hill goes to the bench for the extra attacker. Shot off the right side. Partially blocked. Then it goes to Skinner. And he'll get it with the glove and hold on. With 3:02 to go in the third, and Edmonton up 3-0.
Nurse, another block. He's had a great game. Of course, he's played a lot with number 51, a guy he knows well. Here's the other thing. Because it's a 3-goal game, you get the puck.
Oh, you just take a shot at it.
Take a shot.
Yeah, why not? Face off to the left of Skinner. Puck to the left wing corner. Kulak around the boards, but Hanifin kept it in on the left wing point. Riley along the boards. Goes in behind the net. Bouchard off the glass. Pietrangelo kept that in on the left point. It goes to the right wing corner. Olofsson in behind the goal for Karlsson. To Olofsson. To the right wing point. Hanifin to Olofsson. To Hanifin. Winds up, doesn't shoot it. To Olofsson. In behind the net. Karlsson tried to jam it on goal. Goes off of Skinner. 2.5 to go here in the third. 3-0. Oilers lead the Golden Knights in Game 4. Puck along the left wing boards the Edmonton zone. Law to the left wing corner for Karlsson. Now to Smith. Comes out of the corner. His pass hits the skate. Goes to the line. Set in front of the net. Across the wall. Couldn't get his stick on it. And he had an empty net to deal with. Puck kept in. Karlsson to the point. Hanifin on the right wing. Missed Smith with it. Kulak around the left side, cleared out by Nugent-Hopkins. Karlsson into his own zone. That net empty in the Vegas end, and it is Pietrangelo out from behind the net. Minute 49 to go here in the third. To Dorofeev at his own line. He's forced back by Janmark. He's got to go in behind the goal. Drops the puck, and up the right wing is Eichel. Eichel over the Edmonton blue line to the right wing corner. couldn't rim the puck hard. Nurse will clear it out, flying after it. Kapanen, Hanifin trying to get to it. Just got to it, and it goes into the corner, and Kapanen has it there. With Barbashev up against the boards, deep in Vegas territory, it's cleared out. It won't be hard enough for icing. And Stetcher turns in his own end. Stetcher off the boards and out to center ice. Crowd on their feet here at Rogers Place. 3-0 Oilers lead. We got the last minute in the third period. Hurdle got it to center ice. Deafening here at Rogers Place. It's offside against the Golden Knights at the Edmonton blue line. By the Golden Knights with 48 seconds to go in the third. Everybody standing here at Rogers Place.
All the little things tonight.
Oilers brought physicality. You're right, all three D pairings were solid.
Stellar.
When saves needed to be made, they were. Stuart Skinner, very good. Couple of goals by Adam Henrique and one for Evander Kane.
A little bit of shot metrics here in the third, but when you're sitting at 25-12 through 2 periods,
you've played pretty well.
Yeah. They actually had one more power play in this game, which will continue a trend. We're 10 games through this playoffs, and the Edmonton Oilers have not had more power plays than the opposition in one game. And Edmonton's on the precipice of going 7-3 in the playoffs and up 3-1 in this series.
Face-off outside the Edmonton blue line. Stone will shoot it in. Vegas net still empty. Nurse, left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Couldn't get it out. Here's Theodore, his shot. And that one partially blocked, goes to the left wing corner. Puck back to the point. Theodore, left wing to Eichel. He'll put it on net. Save made by Skinner. It comes in front of the goal. Nugent Hopkins breaks it up before Dorofeev could put it towards the net. It goes off of Theodore and into the Edmonton bench. 24 seconds left to go in the third.
Face off outside the line here.
Yeah, it hit. Went off of Theodore. Janmark will take the draw against Hurdle. Janmark wins it. Nurse up in the air and out with it. Kicks up on end. It goes for icing. 18 seconds left.
The only problem with that is, again, you don't have a natural center taking a draw defensively. Kulak and Nurse out for this final shift.
Face off to the right of Skinner.
Janmark wins the draw.
Kulak around the boards and out with it. It goes off the skate of Theodore. 10 seconds left. Theodore to Eichel to Theodore. He'll get it out. The Edmonton Oilers win this one 3-0 over the Vegas Golden Knights. They go up 3-1 in this second round Stanley Cup playoff series. And Stuart Skinner, perfect in net. His first shutout of the playoffs, his second in Stanley Cup playoff his career. And the Edmonton Oilers, 3-0 win here tonight over the Vegas Golden Knights. And Edmonton with a chance to close the series out Wednesday in Vegas in Game 5.
That was impressive tonight. No question about it.
Front to back, the Edmonton Oilers incredibly solid in this game. Adam Henrique scored twice. Evander Kane had a goal. Final final shots, well, as it sits right now, 32-24 for Edmonton. Didn't give the Golden Knights a lot. Stuart Skinner gets his first win of this year's playoffs. Has to feel good for him. And the Edmonton Oilers, after a heartbreaking loss in Game 3, rebound with a complete effort in Game 4.
That was stellar, man. There's no other way to say it.
And now up 3-1 in this series. And we can head downstairs. Brendan Escott standing by with Connor Brown.
Well, depth scoring a focal point again tonight, but Connor, we'll just get your overall assessment of this one.
I mean, that was a good brand of hockey right there. I think Stu led the way for us. I mean, he was a brick wall back there, instilled some confidence in us, and I thought we rolled him.
Just talk to me about managing the leads. It's not been the easiest for you guys to do, but tonight's a very different story.
Yeah, I think we stayed on the attack. I mean, we didn't change our process. We kept making them defend us. We played down there, so I liked our game.
And what changes, if anything, with the mentality with this team up against the ropes, 3-1 now?
Killer instinct. Go into Vegas, get a job done.
Thanks, Connor.
Yeah.
Guys?
All right, thanks very much, Brendan Escott. Downstairs with Connor Brown. And Bob, we had talked about it during the game, but just the lines couldn't have worked out any better. Kasperi Kapanen coming into the lineup couldn't have worked out any better. The D pairings couldn't have worked out any better.
They were terrific. That's as good a performance as the Oilers have had all season. That, you're and given the caliber of the opponent, it's a great team. Vegas Golden Knights are a terrific organization. And tonight, Edmonton got to a gear that Vegas couldn't match. And now, it's a best of 7. It's not a best of 5.
Absolutely.
All the respect in the world for Vegas that they can punch back. You're going to see their best, most desperate game coming up in Game 5. But the Oilers should enjoy what they did for about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then get recalibrated.
Exactly. Whether you win or lose in the playoffs, you got to reset for the next game. That is the absolute truth. Oilers did a good job of doing that after Game 3. They give up a goal in the last second of play to lose that one 4-3. Had to reset here in Game 4. They do. You could tell from the drop of the puck in this one that it was going to be a determined effort. There was physicality and a great defensive play all the way around for the Oilers. They get 2 goals from Adam Henrique. They get 1 from Evander Kane. Connor McDavid keeps his point streak going. He's at 8 games. He picked up an assist in this game. Kane added an assist, so he had a 2-point night. And Stuart Skinner, he is perfect. 24 saves, first shutout of these playoffs. He's had 1 in his playoff career previous, so now 2 in his Stanley Cup playoff career. And the Edmonton Oilers win it 3-0 over the Vegas Golden Knights. The Oilers were up 3-1 in this second round series. Our Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers post-game show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Adam McDavid makes a move, gets it out to center to Evander Kane down the left wing. Kane will shoot. Scores! Evander Kane down the left wing, and the Oilers are up 3-0.
All right, and that is our highlight zone for Century Casino. All games, all in, all season. Century Casino, 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the winter zone. The Oilers, stellar team performance. They shut out Vegas 3-0. Stuart Skinner's second career playoff shutout. And 2 goals from Adam Henrique, 1 from Evander Kane. The Oilers win 3-0. They're up 3-1 in the series. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
If you've got educational goals, Portage College is ready to provide the assistance.
It's a winner or go home situation. And what are the skill sets that are required to do that? Obviously, we've practiced our game and honed our skill set for years and years and years, tens of thousands of hours of honing our skills. But emotionally, mentally, what prepares you to play in those moments and perform when you're expected to? That, I think, is what really defines a Game 7 moment for the players that have excelled in Game 7 moments. And what are those life lessons that we can teach our young boys and girls and the skill sets required to do that? The breathing, it's being able to slow your heart down and your blood pressure goes up and your decision making is rash and concentration varies because of all of it. What allows you to kind of really slow down and use your God-given talent, and then obviously the repetitions through your whole life that you know you can do it. You just got to be able to do it when it matters most. It's like hitting a home run, and like Aaron Boone did, or doing something special at the right moments. And I think the educational part of the docuseries is really fascinating to me there, to help our young boys and girls who will be faced with big decisions in their life. And you don't have to be a sport fan to have a Game 7 moment in life. Everybody's faced with decisions that are going to alter the trajectory of their lives in one way or another there. And we're trying to figure out what those skill sets are.
What does it feel like to lose a Game 7?
Fortunately for me, I never experienced what the Oilers did last year, of going all the way to the end in a championship game and losing in a Game 7. Anytime you get to a Game 7, it's a hard journey to get there. Two teams, evenly matched. It's been a war. It's been a tug of war. Everybody's hurt. Everybody's tired. And then to lose that is devastating. I think about my own experience in Game 7, winning 7 of them. The 2 still hurt to this day. What could I have done different? You always say that you got to lose in order to understand how to win. I do agree with that. I think there are lessons in loss and in failure, both as a team and as an individual. If I had my preference, I would have liked to have learned those lessons while I was winning. But unfortunately, that's just not the way it is. But I look back at it now and just think about how grateful I am for all the lessons in wins and the losses, because it really ends up defining who you are as a person and as a player.
SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio is the place for expert advice, strategy, and information from the best fantasy sports analysis to win your league. Plus, hear pick-by-pick coverage of live drafts and interviews with top players, coaches, and team executives on SiriusXM 87.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Tuesday, May the 13th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 8 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Winnipeg Jets. Stars on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 928. Jets on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 951. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, May the 13th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 8 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Winnipeg Jets. Stars on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 928. Jets on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 951. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, May the 13th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 8 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Winnipeg Jets. Stars on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 928. Jets on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 951. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, May the 13th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 8 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Winnipeg Jets. Stars on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 928. Jets on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 951. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91.
Get the latest news, opinion, and analysis from MMA to boxing and the professional wrestling world 24/7. SiriusXM Fight Nation, SiriusXM 156, and the SXM app.
Hockey Hall of Famer and Stanley Cup champion for the Edmonton Oilers and New York Rangers, Mark Messier joined Scott Laughlin on the morning skate for SiriusXM NHL Network Radio on Channel 91 to discuss the pressures of Game 7 after having played in 9 Game 7s himself, winning 7 of them, and how you can either thrive under pressure or crumble underneath it.
I must look at Game 7s, Mark, like I do overtime in the Stanley Cup playoffs or overtime in any sporting event where you've got so much pressure on you and every play gets magnified. Could you, during the course of your career, and you don't have to name names, but could you look around the dressing room or could you look on the opposing bench and could you figure out those that wanted to be the hero and those that just wanted to avoid making the mistake. I mean, was that plain for you to see that there were those that wanted the puck on their stick with the game on the line that could thrive under pressure, and then you had the opposite as well?
I felt myself in those moments there defaulting to the more defensive side of the game. And then I played with my right winger, who I won 6 Stanley Cups with, Glenn Anderson. He was the kind of guy that was trying to, really drive hard offensively and take the game and try to score the winning goal. And we're on the same line. Maybe that the difference of us in our mentalities worked perfectly. But everybody's wired different. Everybody's got fear, failure. The best have that, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to internalize those feelings, but you can't let them paralyze you. And it's for me, going into a Game 7, I allowed myself to visualize what if we didn't win, leading up to the game, and then slowly as you get closer to the game, you allow yourself to kind of push the negative feelings aside, and you start to fill yourself up with all the great things that are going to happen and what you need to do to execute the game plan, and of course ultimately to seeing yourself holding the trophy. And then as the game starts, all the negative and the positive go away, and then you drill yourself down into just executing the game plan, and you don't think about the what ifs and what should have been or what could have been. You just really kind of play in the moment. And I think trust becomes a massive word when you think about it. Can I trust each one of the players that are going out there to not only to do their part from a strategic standpoint, be in the right position, be in the right places at the right time, but not get undisciplined and take poor penalties at the wrong time because their ego is bruised and someone took advantage of them, then being able to hold all that in check. So there's just so many dynamics to think about for a team in order to overcome all the obstacles to win a championship. And it's fascinating to me. It's one of the reasons I was able to play 26 years, because once you do it, you understand how fun it is, but also how complicated and intricate it is to kind of get not only the team from a physical standpoint to come together, but how a team comes together emotionally, mentally, and the spirituality around a team, and the respect that lives inside that locker room is incredible.
Mad Dog Sports Radio has the best sports talk in the business, covering sports with a passion and knowledge you need. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 86, and the SXM app.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, May the 13th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 8 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Winnipeg Jets. Stars on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 928. Jets on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 951. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, May the 13th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 8 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Winnipeg Jets. Stars on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 928. Jets on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 951. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, May the 13th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 8 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Winnipeg Jets. Stars on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 928. Jets on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 951. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, May the 13th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL playoffs, 8 p.m., Dallas Stars face the Winnipeg Jets. Stars on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 928. Jets on Sirius XM channels 167, Internet 951. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, channel 91.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. Sirius XM, channel 89.
Tampa Bay Lightning head coach John Cooper stopped by for a morning skate with Gord Stellick and Scott Laughlin on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio on Sirius XM Channel 91 to talk the keys to his success over the years and the challenge of getting to the Stanley Cup Final 3 years in a row.
John, I'm going to ask you to be a little bit self-analytical and, being in the business that you're in and knowing how successful you've been and what drives you and motivates you. What do you think has been the key to your success over the years? I mean, every league you've been in, you've won, you've had the staying power, and you've had all kinds of championship pedigree. If you say, hey, look, I'm still going strong, I'm still chasing another ring, what is it that keeps you going, and what is it in particular that you feel has made you as successful as you've been?
I would say there's a couple things. Internally, it's the fire is still burning. As I think that first and foremost is the biggest thing, because when you lose your passion for it, and I've watched it happen to people, then you might as well you should get yourself out, because you're just doing yourself and your team a disservice. So that passion is first and foremost the big thing. I would sit here say on the other side of things, like Jeff Vinnick as an owner, and it kind of goes back to the previous question about stability, and that's one of the things we've had. And so Julian Breezeball was my general manager in the minors and now the NHL. So we've been together for how many years? We had Steve Yzerman in the early part of that, and he kind of was like the mentor. He was the actual one that brought me in, but we've had that stability. Only 2 GMs, but both of them work together. We've had one owner, one coach, basically, since I've been there, one captain, and it's this core group of guys that have all stuck together. And I think we've kind of, I don't know how to explain it, you've kind of passed the coach-player relationship because we've been there so long, and we all just have this common goal of what we need to do. And there's a lot of pride, a lot of passion with the group of guys we have, and then Julian's done a great job of kind of filling in. And when I say fill in, it's like getting the Nick Pauls, getting the Brandon Hagels, guys that are still long-term guys, but that weren't, pseudo drafted into our